Good afternoon, Ms. McLeod.
Good afternoon. How are you doing, Miss Young?
Welcome back. I didn't know that you were back. I'll send you the paperwork.
Yes, I'm back. Thank you. It's
Okay,
good to be back.
I thought you was coming back tomorrow, so I didn't call you today.
Okay, but I was called.
Okay, I'll send you over the paperwork.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Judge Law, and we are going to proceed with our state expedited accusation calendar. These are misdemeanor criminal cases in which individuals who were recently arrested and booked at the Fulton County Jail, their cases have now been formally accused by the Solicitor General of Fulton County. When I address, I'm sorry, I just want to make sure that the jail is present before I proceed. Ms. Bridgewater, what's our next court date?
It's going to be June the 23rd, Your Honor.
Okay. And, oh, Miss Kim is there all by herself. Good afternoon, Miss Kim. All right. Any word yet from ACDC? Miss,
They haven't checked in yet. They haven't signed in yet, Your Honor.
all right.
The courtroom
ACDC
too.
hasn't signed in. Looks like courtroom 2 is getting ready. Okay. While we are waiting, Miss Kim or any of the PDs, do you have any resets?
Yes, Your Honor, we have one behavioral reset. I believe that is.
You need to speak up, Miss Kim. Which case is being reset?
Number 9,
Number 9.
question 9, Daniel.
Deshaun Daniels is being reset?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. That's going to be a reset to Wednesday, and that would be June 10th.
You got to keep this ball rolling, guys.
Any others?
We also have a bond out. Number 3, Broner, Jalen, he bonded out.
Number 3, Broner, he bonded out, so that's further notice.
Yes.
Any others?
I think Broner is 4.
Broner's position 4. Were you talking about Brady or Broner?
Broner, Your Honor.
Broner. All right, that's Jalen Broner.
Position 4.
Okay. Any other released cases, Miss Kim?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Any other announcements for releases or resets? No? Okay. All right, we have courtroom 2 who is ready to proceed. Good afternoon. My name is Judge Law, and we're going to proceed with these misdemeanor cases that have been newly accused against the defendant. When I address each of your cases, please remember that you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you in the treatment of your case. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to represent you. Today, I will let you know what is your new case number, the charges that have been brought against you, to appoint counsel where required, to set a bond, whether it's a signature bond or a surety bond, or in certain cases, a cash bond. And also to give you a new court date of June 23rd, 2026 at 9 a.m. This new court date will apply to cases for individuals who are still detained at the Fulton County Jail facility. For those of you who are released on bond, please make sure that you maintain a current address with the courts and that you report to court when summoned. In all cases, the defendants, please make sure that you get a copy of your bond order before you are released from jail. Courtroom 2, who do we have?
Number 31, Ms. Thomas.
Your Honor, I need to speak with Miss Thomas again.
Okay, you'll need to call the courtroom 2 and confer with her. Next case, deputy. And Miss Thomas, by the way, has 2 cases, 31 and 32.
Right, that's why I need to speak with her again, because I didn't realize there was a second case, Your Honor.
All right, no problem. Miss Thomas, you'll need to go back and sit in the gallery and we'll take the next case.
Hey, Chair. Number, no, you come here. Green chair. Number 2, Mr. Battle, be next.
This is Malik Rashad Battle, accused of simple battery, family violence, and hindering a person from making an emergency phone call, June 7th, 2026, case 26CR 3682K. Any priors?
Their last arrest was November 2nd, 2024, out of DeKalb for battery family violence. They have 3 total cycles, arrests out of Georgia and Arizona. There was a misdemeanor conviction in 2025 for battery family violence. Nothing further to report.
And Ms. McLeod, do you represent him?
I do, Your Honor. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. All right, Miss Tucker, I've read the warrants. What's the state's recommendation on these 2 charges?
Yes, Judge. Well, you did hear that he just got convicted of battery family violence from November 2024. Considering that, we're asking for a $2,500 good bond on the simple battery family violence, a $1,500 good bond on the hindering 911 call for a total of $4,000 with conditions no further contact with Niara Hayes and to stay away from 4125 Alveston Drive in South Fulton. We did speak with this victim. She said that her and the defendant are newlyweds, as she just found out she's pregnant with their second child. So for financial reasons, she wants contact. And she's recanting now, but she did state that he has anger issues that do need to be properly addressed, even though she wants to have contact with him and wants him to come home. The parties do share a 2-month-old child, and then there are 2 other children that do not belong to the defendant that live in the home. And considering his history, as well as the violence alleged in these facts, we're asking for that $4,000 total good bond, and we are asking for no further contact and to stay away, despite the victim wishes. If we could sound for her, Miss Niara Hayes.
Ms. Hayes, I see you near. Yes, please start your video and unmute.
Yes, hello.
Right. Ms. Hayes, could you go and put your child down, please? Yeah, this is not appropriate to have a child on a criminal Zoom proceeding.
He's gonna cry.
That's okay. I can put up with children crying.
Okay.
And where are you?
See.
Okay, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
So you wish to have contact back with Mr. Battle?
Yes.
And when were you married?
Well, we got engaged. We've been together
So
for
you're
a
not
year
married?
and a half now. Not legally, no.
Okay. And this occurred on June 7th.
Yes.
Does Mr. Battle consistently smoke marijuana at home?
No.
So what is this about the blunts?
I think he's been feeling sick. He's been nauseous, and I think that he thought that would make him feel better. But no, it's not consistent.
Okay, thank you so much. Ms. McLeod, anything else to add?
Your Honor, I am asking the court to consider a signature bond for my client, given that he has no significant history. I understand that there is a conviction from a couple of years ago, but I believe pretrial said he only had 3 cycles, Your Honor, and only one conviction that I heard. If the court is disinclined to give him a signature bond, I would ask for a lower bond than the one that the state has asked for. Also, Your Honor, given the fact that they share this really young child together, a 2-year-old, we would ask for no further violent contact, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. On the simple battery family violence, it's going to be a 1,500 surety. On hindering a person from making an emergency phone call, it's going to be a 3,500 signature bond through pretrial services, level 3. And this will be for a 12-month duration. He may have no further violent contact with Niara Hayes. He may return to live with her at Alveston Drive if she wants him back in the home. And he's to have no further violent contact with Niara Hayes and no further violent contact with any other occupants of the premises. He is to report to pretrial services once a week for the rest of the 12 months during this pretrial reporting period. Within 30 days, he will enroll in a domestic violence intervention program. I don't know if that was one of his conditions in his prior conviction, but apparently things weren't going so well. So he's going to have to retake that program. Maybe something will ring familiar. But anyways, within 30 days, he must show proof that he has enrolled in a qualified domestic violence intervention program to his pretrial officer and show proof that he is regularly attending each and every class without missing or skipping them. He will also be subject to mandatory monthly drug and alcohol screens. He's not allowed to consume any illegal drugs, including marijuana. Marijuana is still not legal in the state of Georgia. So no blunts and no weed for at least the next 12 months, and no alcoholic beverages. And as well, no weapons and no firearms. His next court date will be June 23rd. So this will be a $5,000 split bond. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, my computer went out. I know it's a 5,000 split. Could you break it down for me again?
Sure, 1,500 surety,
Okay,
count 1, and 3,500 signature bond through pretrial level 3, 12-month duration.
thank you.
Mandatory monthly screens for drugs and alcohol.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, next, we got number 16, Ms. Lawrence.
16, okay. We have a co-defendant for this case. I think, who was it? It was Joy Colon. Is there a Joy Colon there as well?
Yes.
They are two completely separate cases with separate dates. However, Ms. Colin is the victim in this case, and Ms. Lawrence is the victim in that case.
I see. Okay. Well, since we have Miss Lawrence, let's go ahead and address Miss Lawrence.
So you want to do them both at the same time?
If Miss Colin's available, that's great. We can bring her up also.
Okay.
Okay. So Miss Lawrence, Roxanne Lawrence is accused of simple battery family violence with the alleged victim being Joy Colon. And Miss Lawrence's incident date is June 7th, 2026, case number 26CR 3688Y. Miss Colon has a separate case involving battery family violence with Miss Roxanne Lawrence being the alleged victim. And incident date appears to be August 16th, 2025. Ms. Colin's case number is 26CR 3680Y. Ms. McLeod, who do you represent?
I represent Miss Lawrence, Your Honor.
Okay. So counsel in the courtroom, may I have your name, please?
Yes, Rashad Ponder.
Mr. Ponder? Okay. Mr. Ponder represents Ms. Colon. All right. Any priors on Ms. Lawrence and Ms. Colon, Ms. Hardy?
For Lawrence, the last arrest was May the 9th, 2023 out of Allentown, PA for hindering apprehension. They have 6 total cycles, arrests out of Pennsylvania and New York. There was a 2012 misdemeanor conviction out of New York for petty larceny.
Oh, that's good. Thank you.
Okay.
And what about Miss Colon?
They have 9 total cycles, arrests out of Georgia, New Jersey, Florida, New York, and Pennsylvania. There's a 2012 robbery out of Pennsylvania. The last arrest was March 22nd, 2024, out of Whitfield County for simple battery family violence. Nothing further.
Thank you. And Miss Tucker, what's your recommendation for both of them?
Yes, Judge. On Lawrence, the facts allege that as Cullen was leaving the residence, Lawrence can be seen on the ring camera striking him in the back. Mr. Cologne did, or excuse me, Miss Cologne did call 911 in this case. Considering she's got history in 3 different states, we're asking for a $1,500 good bond and conditions no further contact with Miss Cologne. In Miss Cologne's case, this is a battery family violence. You heard she's got history out of 4 total states, and there is at least an assault in every single state. Some are in 2003, some 2010, but it has been a consistent history of violence. In this case, there was an altercation with Lawrence's daughter, which led to the daughter telling Cologne that Lawrence had recently gone to see another male, which made her mad, so she struck her with a closed fist, leaving a raised knot on her forehead. This was back in August, but clearly the violence and contention has continued with them, considering Miss Lawrence's case was just yesterday or 2 days ago. In Miss Cologne's case, I'm asking for a $3,000 good bond, no further contact, and to begin a family violence intervention program. In both cases, I know they're cross defendants, but I'm asking for no further contact. If this is consistent, it keeps happening, they need to take a break from each other.
Miss McLeod, with regards to Miss Lawrence?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm asking for signature bond for my client. I believe I only heard one conviction, and it was from 2012, and it was not a violent conviction. So I'm asking for signature bond for her.
Okay. And Mr. Ponder for Miss Colon?
Yes, Your Honor. Similarly, we would be asking for a signature bond. Ms. Colon, has this relationship has been one that has been tumultuous. She concedes that. However, during the time of her being arrested, it was her intention to gather her things. She understands that they probably do need to be apart from one another. Um, at this point, at the time that the incident happened in August, she was apparently um, arriving to separate the issues between Miss Lawrence and daughter. Um, and again, she had no idea that the warrant was out, and it wasn't until this most recent event that she was allegedly pushed. She called the police, and then that's when she was apparently picked up for the August incident. Again, since then, there has been no issues. Other than this most recent one, again, she just started working about 2 to 3 months as a forklift operator. She eagerly and desperately wants to be able to be released and return to, so she can return to work. She's unable to post bond, and for those reasons, we are asking for a signature bond.
Okay. For both of them, it's going to be a 3,000 signature bond through pretrial services, level 2. They're both to have no further contact with each other, and I understand one of them is leaving the household. Which one? Was it your client, Mr. Ponder?
Yes.
Okay, so Miss Colon, I'm sorry.
She's already left the household.
All right. So Miss Colon, you both after today, you won't be seated next to each other. You are both to stay 200 yards away from each other. You will both report to pretrial services twice a month. You will both also complete 12 anger awareness classes. So both of you need to complete the anger awareness classes at a minimum rate of 1 class a month. This will be a 12-month reporting. If either of you violate the conditions or get arrested again for something else or don't show up to court, then the 3,000 signature bond will be revoked. Thank you.
So front row coming, going back to number 31, Ms. Thomas.
All right. This is Miss Essence Thomas, accused of simple assault from June 7th of this year, case 26CR 3673C. And then she has a second case, theft by taking, from April 12th of this year. Case number 26CR 3675C. Any priors, Miss Hardy?
Yes, Your Honor, their last arrest was January 22nd, 2026, out of Fulton for simple battery. That's their only arrest cycle, and they're currently being supervised by pretrial, so we'll be surrendering the bond on that. Nothing further.
All right, thank you. Miss Melguzo?
Yes, Your Honor. How are you doing today?
Fine, thank you.
Good. So for the simple assault and 2 counts of simple battery case, the victim in this case is James Baldwin, also known as Miss Nova. She reported that the defendant engaged in escalating an aggressive behavior. She pushed her. She struck a cup from the victim's hand. Video footage and witness statements showed the defendant repeatedly provoking the victim and ultimately grabbing and pulling the victim's wig. For this case, the state is asking for a 2,000 surety bond, 1,000 for one of the simple batteries, and then 500 for the simple assault and the other simple battery. No further contact with James Baldwin, also known as Miss Nova, and stay away from 800 W. Marietta Street. No alcohol, drugs, or weapons while on bond. If we can please sound for the victim in case she is here and wishes to be heard.
Apologies to interrupt, Your Honor. I believe that's the case for position 26, not position 31 and 32, what Ms. Melgozo just read.
Yeah. James Baldwin is from which case, Miss Melguzo?
Is this Thomas? I'm sorry.
I'm talking about 3673C, simple assault.
Okay, give me one moment, Your Honor.
All right.
Thomas. Okay, yeah, my apologies. Okay. Simple assault, 1 charge. The victim in this case is Toshiba Reese. This incident happened at a McDonald's located at 834 Cleveland Avenue in East Point, Fulton County. The defendant was upset about not receiving a receipt for a hash brown. She then crossed into an employee-only area, went behind the counter, and told the victim that she was going to spray her with pepper spray.
What's your bond recommendation for that?
Yes, Your Honor, it is 2,000 surety bond. Stay away from McDonald's located at 834 Cleveland Avenue. No further contact with Toshiba Reese or any other employee at the location. No alcohol, drugs, or weapons while on bond.
Toshiba Reeves, if you're on Zoom, please unmute and start your video if you want to chime in. Okay, and then the other one was James Baldwin, right?
Oh, I was.
That's a different.
That's a different case, Your Honor.
The second case was at the Church's Chicken, wasn't it?
Yeah, so the second case is a theft by taking. This happened on April 20th of 2026. Officers responded to Church's Chicken at 538 Lee Street Southwest. The store manager, Mr. Marquivius Fowler, reported that Essence Thomas had worked 3 shifts at the location. She returned on April 12th. And despite not being scheduled, she told staff that she had permission to work. She then accessed the cash registered and removed approximately $782, then clocked out and left.
Okay, thank you.
For
Ms.
that
Renfrew?
one,
No,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. What's your bond recommendation?
Yes, it's a $1,000 surety bond. Stay away from Church's Chicken at 538 Lee Street Southwest. No alcohol, drugs, or weapons while on bond.
Okay, and Ms. Renfrew, what's your bond recommendation?
I would be asking for a signature bond for my client, Your Honor. She is 18 years old. She does have a good mailing address. She's been in Georgia her whole life. She's currently unemployed. She tells me that she has plans to attend Atlanta Tech in the fall, Your Honor, and she's been experiencing homelessness. I'd be also asking for a social worker visit to help with that, but because of her circumstances and situation, I'd be asking for a signature bond on her behalf, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. She has an open case, 26 CR 0000489C. Her signature bond that was issued in that case, unfortunately, will be surrendered due to these new arrests. On the simple assault, her bond is set at 500. It is going to be a surety bond. She's to have no further contact with Tashia Reeves and stay away from the McDonald's at 834 Cleveland Avenue in East Point, Georgia. With regards to the second case, the theft by taking, her bond is set at 1,000. It is a surety bond, and she's to stay away from the Church's Chicken. Was Lee Street, I believe. Yeah.
538 Lee Street.
38 Lee Street. Okay, and she's to have no contact with either any of the staff at that location. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. Both cases are further noticed to June 23rd, along with her third open case. Thank you.
All right, next we got number 3, Ms. Brady.
Number 3.
Secretary.
Tiffany Brady is accused of simple battery family violence from June 7th of this year, 26 CR 3691E. Any priors, Ms. Hardy?
Their last arrest was January 29th, 2019 out of Dunwoody for possession of marijuana less than an ounce. They have 6 total cycles, nothing further to report.
Okay. Ms. Tucker, this is involving Kwame Hood. What's your bond recommendation?
Yes, Judge, we're recommending $1,500 good bond with conditions, no further contact with Mr. Hood. We did speak with him. He said he's not really looking to press charges. He did confirm all the events, though, in the warrant that, she was banging on his door, busted her way in.
I know, I've read the warrant.
Yes,
so
and
1,500 good?
Yes, and he doesn't want to have any contact with her. He says he's done with her. They're not living together anymore. So 1,500 and no further contact.
Okay. And Mr. Ponder?
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Brady is 35 years old. She was born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia. She has significant ties to the community. She is the mother of one child, 15-year-old. She works at Stitch Fix, and she must work tomorrow. So she eagerly and desperately would like to be released on a signature bond. And she has no history of any no FTAs, not a flight risk, not a danger to the community. And for those reasons, we would ask for a signature bond to be granted.
All right, thank you. Bond is set at 3,000. It's a signature bond through pretrial services level 2. No further contact with Kwame Hood. To stay 200 yards away from him, where he lives, where he works, or wherever he's physically located. She's not to contact him via in person, mail, email, third person, phones, computers, and even on social media. If he or she share any children, Mr. Hood can file a legitimation case and get a court order with regards to any visitation or parenting plan. She will also complete a domestic violence intervention program. She will enroll in that program within 30 days of being released. This is a series of 24 weeks of classes that she would need to attend and complete at her expense. She must show proof to her pretrial officer by her second or third visit that she has enrolled in that program and that she's regularly attending and completing the classes. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. Thank you.
All right, next we got number 10, Ms. Davis.
And Ms. Bridgewater, this will be a 12-month duration for her to complete the classes for pretrial.
Okay.
Davis, was it? Okay. Was that position 10?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. This is Kendall Elise Davis, accused of battery family violence from June 7th, case 26 CR 3704G. This is the one involving a Mr. Araga. Any priors?
No, Your Honor, this is the first arrest.
All right, thank you. Ms. Tucker, I've read the warrant. On this one is going to be a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial services, level 2. No further violent contact with Sergio Araga. And I don't know who lives at the Formal Street. Do you, Ms. Tucker? Mr. Araga, go wear a shirt. Oh, why people come? Miss Young, remove Mr. Araga from the Zoom until he gets dressed. Just remove him from the Zoom completely. If we want to watch a striptease, we know what channels to turn to. Okay. Miss Tucker, do you know who lives at Formal Street? Where's my prosecutor? Mr. Ponder, does your client live at Formal Street?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Then she'll need to stay away from 457 Formal Street in Atlanta, Georgia. And they can allow for third-party exchange of the child that she shares with Mr. Araga. She reports to pretrial twice a month, and she's to complete 6 anger awareness classes. Thank you.
What was that amount again? I'm sorry.
2,500 signature bond pretrial level 2.
All right. Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Afternoon. Next case. Oh, this is ACDC? Okay. All right. Thank you. Mr. Araga, please contact the victim advocates. You can get an update of the case. All right. ACDC, good afternoon. My name is Judge Law, and this is going to be your first appearance for misdemeanor cases that were filed against you. When I address each of your cases, please remember that you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to represent you. When I address your cases, I will let you know what is your new case number, the charges that have been brought against you, to appoint counsel where required, and also to set a bond. Some of you may receive what we call a signature bond, or you may possibly receive a surety or cash bond. In either event, whatever type of bond you receive, please make sure you comply with the conditions. Otherwise, you risk losing your bond. All right, ACDC, who do I have first?
Position 1, Miss Ayers.
Okay. This is Tamaya R. Ayers, accused of 2 counts of battery from June 5th of this year, case 26 CR 3679A. Any priors, Miss?
Their last arrest was January 18th, 2024 out of Clayton County for an FTA. They have 2 cycles, nothing further.
Thank you. Miss Melguzo?
Your Honor, this is my stalker's case. May I have a minute to call her? I don't know if her internet disconnected, and I can ask her to send me her notes or something.
I'm here. I don't know what's going on, but I want to speak.
Yeah.
I don't know why I disappeared.
Hang on. Miss Reed, please be quiet until you're called. Miss Melguzo, I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you just said. This is a stalking case?
Yes, Your Honor. This is position 1. This is Miss Stalker's case. May I please give her a call? May I have 2 minutes so I can call her and see what happened? Or if her internet service failed, maybe she can send me her notes and I can take care of her cases.
Okay. All right. We will hold on Miss Ayers' case while you get your information, Miss Melguzo. Deputy Milton, I'll come back to Miss Ayers in a few moments. Mr. Ponder, who do we have next to you?
23, Miss Rain.
23. Okay. Mary Jane Rains is accused of reckless conduct with regards to case number 26 CR 3695C from June 7th of 2026. Ms. Rains, you've been advised of your rights. Ms. Hardy, any priors?
No history to report at this time.
All right, thank you. Who is the prosecutor in this matter?
I am, Your
All right.
Honor.
All right, Ms. Guzzo, this is regarding the alleged minor being in the park. I'm already read the warrant. What's the bond recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation is a $2,000 surety bond. Follow all recommendations made by DFACS, a parenting class, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while on bond. We understand that this is her first cycle, but the allegations are very serious. This involves a very young child,
Yes,
2 to 3 years old.
I've read the warrant. I've read the warrant.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And Mr. Ponder, as far as we know, what is the age range of Miss Rain's children?
Yes, Your Honor, she has 7 children ranging from age maybe a month old to 15 years old.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. Bond is going to be set at 10,000. That's $10,000. And that's going to be a signature bond through pretrial services level 3. Miss Rains, your bond is presently 10,000, but I'm going to allow it to be a signature bond. If you violate any of the conditions of this bond, you will be arrested and brought back to jail. And when you come back, please remember to bring $10,000 with you or a toothbrush. You are to report to pretrial services once a week. This is a level 3 reporting once a week. This will be for a duration of 12 months. While she reports to pretrial services once a week, she will make sure that she completes at least 6 parenting classes. I believe pretrial services offers these classes, and there should not be an expense for Miss Rains. She will make sure she complies with all defects requirements. She cooperates with all defects investigations, and she complies with all their rules and regulations. She is not to leave any of the 7 minor children alone at home unless she has a suitable babysitter or suitable childcare provisions. Otherwise, if she leaves her home, she's to make sure that she either has all children with her, or that she has suitable babysitting or suitable childcare provisions. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. And her next court date will be sent to her current address. So, Miss Rains, this is not the first time this has occurred, but please make it the last time. Otherwise, the next time I'm not granting you a signature bond. Thank you.
All right, we got number 25, Miss Ritchie.
Ms. Melguzzo, have you gotten the information you need for Miss Ayers' case? Because she's next on deck.
No, Your Honor. Ms. Tucker lost Wi-Fi completely, so right now she's unable to send me her notes. If we can maybe start calling the cases that are not hers, she's going to try to send me the information as soon as possible.
All right. Deputy Milton, we may have to hold on Miss Ayers, so we'll take another case next after I'm done with Samaria Miona Ritchie. Miss Ritchie is accused of simple assault and 2 counts of simple battery from June 2nd of this year, case 26 CR 3684G. Any priors, Miss Hardy?
Yes, their last arrest was December 26, 2025 out of Fulton for battery. That case is open under 25 CR 008391G. They have 2 total cycles. They're currently being supervised by pretrial on that open case, so we'll be surrendering that bond. Nothing further.
Thank you. Ms. Melguzzo, with regards to Ms. Ritchie, what's the bond recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation is a $3,000 surety bond, $1,000 per charge. No further contact with James Baldwin, also known as Miss Nova. Stay away from 800 West Marietta Street. No alcohol, drugs, or weapons while on bond. If we can please sound for the victim in this case, in case she's here and wishes to be heard.
James Baldwin? All right. Ms. Renford?
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Ritchie is 19 years old. She does live at the 800 West Marietta Street address. She did mention to me that her lease will be up next month, so she'll be moving out then. But until then, I would be asking that she's able to go back to at least, facilitate her, exit process when she's leaving next month. She's currently not staying there right now. She said she's going to be with her grandmother, but she will need to go back eventually to collect her belongings, Your Honor. So I'd be asking that she is allowed to return to the residence to do all those things that she needs to do. And then also, she did mention to me that the alleged victim here was the primary aggressor in the situation, and she was acting in self-defense, Your Honor, and that there are plenty of things missing from the warrant. Due to that, Your Honor, I'd be asking that the bond remain at the $1,000 that it was set at from the previous judge, Your Honor, so that she is able to bond out. I do understand that her dad, I believe, will be able to bond her out, but they can't afford too much, Your Honor. So I'd be asking that it remain at the 1,000 already set.
On the simple assault, it's going to be 500. On the each count of simple battery, it's going to be 750. This will be a total of a $2,000 surety bond. No further contact with James Baldwin, and stay away from 800 West Marietta Street. She's allowed a one-time visit to the location with a police officer in order to retrieve her belongings. That visit cannot exceed 1 hour. However, unfortunately, in her prior open case involving a Carlos Jackson, she received a $5,000 signature bond. That bond is surrendered. So in order for her to secure her release, she would need to post a $7,000 surety bond in order to be released. And she'll need to make sure she updates the court of her new address with her grandmother within 30 days of being released. Thank you.
Thank you, Your
Our next court date for both cases is June 23rd.
Next, we have Your Honor's position 15, Ms. Johnson.
Zayona Johnson's accused of battery from June 6th of this year, 26 CR 3687B. Ms. Johnson, you've been advised of your rights. Any priors, Ms. Hardy?
The last arrest was February 21st, 2026 out of Atlanta for theft by shoplifting. They have 4 arrest cycles. There was a misdemeanor conviction in 2019 for disorderly conduct. There also appears to be a hold out of Brookhaven for probation violation. The date of that is June the 6th, 2026. Nothing further.
Thank you. Ms. Malguzzo?
My apologies, Your Honor. That's also Miss Heather, ASG Stalker's case, and I'm still waiting on her.
She's signing in now. I just let her in.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Trying to find her on the screen.
Ms. Tucker, were you able to join us? I do see her.
Yes, I don't know what happened. Oh, why I'm connected on my phone hotspot right now.
All right. If the Wi-Fi, I'll let you appear via audio. Just 1 second.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's fine. Just 1 second. Who's hosting? Miss Young, are you hosting?
I am.
Do you see the name Makivia Reed?
Yes.
Put her in the waiting room, please. Do not allow her in the main session until her case is being addressed. Thank you. All right, Ms. Tucker, we are addressing Zayona Johnson, who's accused of battery from June 6, 2026, position number 15. I've read the warrant. What's your recommendation? This is regarding a Courtney Mulder.
Yes, Judge. We're recommending $3,000 good bond, no further contact. Stay away from no further contact with Courtney Mulder. To stay away 461 Ponce de Leon Avenue in Atlanta, and to have no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond.
Thank you. Is there a Courtney Mulder who wants to address the court? This will be the time to unmute and start your video. All right. Ms. Renford?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Johnson is 30 years of age. She has been in Georgia her whole life. She mentions to me that she was acting in self-defense in this incident and that she doesn't have anyone to contact to help bond her out. She's also currently unemployed, so she wouldn't be able to afford anything of a bond, Your Honor. So I'd be asking that she gets released on a signature bond. Also, due to the fact that she does have 2 holds, Your Honor. So most likely she'll be transferred for those agencies. So I would be hoping that she can get a signature bond.
Bond is set at 1,000. This is going to be a surety bond. Our next court date is June 23rd. No further contact with Courtney Mulder, and to stay away from the incident location at 461 Ponce de Leon in Atlanta, Georgia. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. Thank you.
So I had to pay a bond.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't have no money.
Well, then we'll see you on June 23rd.
So you releasing me? I had to stay
No, ma'am.
here.
You have to, until your bond is paid, then you will be released. But right now, no. All right.
Thank you. Courtroom 2, who do we have?
You said June was
Roberts.
Roberts, okay. And Kamara Roberts is, yeah, correct case, is accused of simple battery family violence from June 7th, 2026, case number 26CR 3698H. Ms. Roberts, you've been advised of your rights. Any priors, Ms. Hardy?
No, Your Honor, no history to report at this time.
All right. And Ms. Melguzo?
Yes, Your Honor. The bond recommendation is a signature bond through pretrial services, no further contact with Quentin Kelly. Stay away from 1314 Donnelly Hollowell Parkway. One-time police escort to gather her belongings. No alcohol, drugs, or weapons while on bond. Mr. Kelly is present. If we can please sound for him in case he wishes to be heard.
Quentin Kelly, if you'd like to address the court, please unmute and start your video.
Hold on. Can y'all see me?
Yes. Did you want to say something?
I just don't want to press charges. That's it. I
Okay,
ain't trying to
that's
press
all I need
charges.
to know. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Mhm.
She live. Hold up. She lives here too though. She lives at the apartment too though. Like
Okay.
that's where she reside.
Okay, appreciate it.
Mhm.
Please mute your screen. On who's representing her? Miss
I am, Your
Renford?
Honor.
All right, Miss Renford, this is going to be a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. She would need to complete 6 anger awareness classes while she reports to pretrial once a month. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. No further violent contact with Quentin Kelly. She may return to the Donnelly Hollowell location, but if she doesn't want to live there, then she'll need to update us with her new address within 30 days of being released. Please remember to report to pretrial once a month. And if you violate any of the conditions, if you get arrested again, if you don't appear in court when summoned, your signature bond could be jeopardized. Thank you.
Your Honor, if the state can just put on record, the reason for the no further contact was because there was a gun involved. The gun does belongs to Mr. Kelly, but he was afraid that the defendant will grab his gun, and that's the reason why he grabbed it. I did speak with him. A victim advocate spoke with him as well. He told us that he didn't want any contact. Both of them are on the lease. And so the reason for the no further contact was to avoid any escalation and for the case to get worse. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Miss Roberts, one of the conditions of your bond is no weapons and no firearms. So if you want to live with Mr. Kelly, either you live there or the guns live there. So you live in the same home where there are guns, if you live, because you're not allowed to have any firearms, which means no firearms in your home, anywhere near you, in any car you occupy, or on your person. So, Mr. Kelly, if you don't want to press charges, you would need to make sure that your firearms are relocated, or Miss Roberts would have to move to a separate location. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Next is position 24, Miss Reed.
And, okay. Taronda Reed is accused of criminal trespass from June 6th of this year, 26 CR 3697C. Any priors, Miss Hardy?
The last arrest was May 22nd, 2026 out of Clayton for an FTA. They have a 2016 possession of cocaine felony conviction, 2010 criminal trespass misdemeanor, 2016 disorderly conduct. There's FTAs from 2019 and 2026. Nothing
you.
further.
Appreciate it. Miss Melguzo? I
Yes,
just
Your
need the
Honor.
bond recommendation.
Yes, the bond recommendation is a $1,000 surety bond. No further contact with Mr. Sikuro Jakub. Stay away from Texaco, located at Northside Drive Southwest. And no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while on bond.
Any objection to that, Ms. Renford?
I understand that she has FTAs, Your Honor, but it has been relayed to me that she is on disability, Your Honor, so she would not be able to afford a $1,000 surety bond, Your Honor. I'd be asking for the lowest reasonable cash bond if a signature bond is not applicable here.
$50 cash bond. She needs to stay 200 yards away from the Texaco gas station at Northside Drive and have no contact with the staff or the employees at that location. ACDC, please unmute. Ms. Reed, you have a right to remain silent. If you choose to say anything, your comments can and will be used against you. Do you wish to exercise your right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then that concludes your case. Thank you. Her next court date is June 23rd.
All right, next we
Courtroom
got
2?
number 30, Ms. Taylor.
All right. And then Ms. Tucker will be addressing Ms. Ayers next. I think we were waiting on your report. But position 30 is Tina Taylor, accused of battery, family violence, and simple battery, family violence from June 7th, 2026, case number 26CR3676B. Any priors, Ms. Hardy?
No, Your Honor, no history to report.
All right, thank you. And Ms. Malguza?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation is a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial services. No further contact with Marquavius Taylor. And the state is not asking for a stay away. We were not able to contact the victim in this case. However, we aren't sure. We believe this is the defendant's home. This is an incident between mother and son. But if we can please call for Mr. Taylor in case he's present and wishes to be heard.
Marquavius Taylor, if you want to address your mother's case, this is a time to unmute and start your video. No, I don't see anyone by that name. Okay. Ms. Renford, any objection to, well, so far it seems to be like there's no stay away, but no contact with Mr. Taylor.
I would be objecting to the no contact, Your Honor. This is a mother and son incident, and it's my understanding that he does live at her home, Your Honor. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. So I'd be asking for no further violent contact. And she's mentioned to me that nothing like this has happened before. It's just a misunderstanding. So
Okay. On the battery family violence, that's going to be 1,500. On the simple battery, it's going to be 1,000. This is a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. No further violent contact with Marquavius Taylor. She may return to the residence and she reports to pretrial services once a month. She will complete 6 anger awareness classes at a minimum rate of 1 class a month. And well, I guess Mr. Taylor will be mowing the grass, so we'll keep it at that. Thank you. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons.
Next is add-on 1, Miss Weeks.
Gosh, that snuck up on us. I've only got one on the add-on calendar. Would that be correct, Ms. Young?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. This is Moriah Venice Weeks, case number 26CR3710C. And Ms. Weeks, you have been advised of your rights. Your attorney is going to be Ms. Renford, and you are charged with battery and simple battery from June, what was it? June 5th of this year. Any priors, please?
No, Your Honor, no history to report at this time.
All right. And Ms. Malguza?
Yes, Your Honor. This incident is from June 5th, 2025. Officers responded to 1777 Peachtree Street. The complainant, Ashley March, was observed bleeding from a laceration above her left eyebrow. Ms. March stated that her and her best friend got into an argument over a missing bag. The defendant became angry. She verbally threatened her and refused to leave the apartment lobby. Ms. March dropped her car keys at some point, and the defendant picked them up and used them to slash her face, which caused the injury observed by officers. It was a laceration above her eyebrow. Based on the facts stated in the report and the warrant, the state's recommendation is a $3,000 surety bond, $2,000 for the battery, $1,000 for the simple battery. No further contact with Ms. March, and to stay away from the incident location.
And that was a signature bond, was it?
No, Your Honor, it's a surety bond. There was a lot of bleeding, and yes.
Okay.
I believe that key could have been used for purposes worse than what happened.
Yeah. Ms. Renford?
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Weeks is 29 years old. She's an Atlanta native. She's been here her whole life. She just started working last Tuesday at a assurance company, Your Honor. And so she's missing work while here in custody. I'd be asking that she receives a signature bond. She did mention to me that the alleged victim here was the primary aggressor, and she was not intentionally trying to harm the alleged victim here. She had the keys in her hand, but she wasn't trying to intentionally harm her. She was trying to defend herself, and that's how this victim got injured, Your Honor. So she does support her mother financially. So she doesn't have anyone to bond her out. So I'd be asking that she gets a signature bond, especially due to the fact that this is her first cycle, Your Honor. She has no history.
There was a fine line in this case that the prosecution could either have gone with a battery case with the alleged weapon, which is, I guess, the key, or it could have easily been an aggravated assault felony case, in which case Ms. Weeks would definitely be missing work for a few weeks. The bond's going to be set at $7,500. It is a signature bond through pretrial services level 2. No further contact with Ashley March, and to stay away from 1777 Peachtree Street in Northeast Atlanta, the entire complex. She is not to contact Ms. March in person, through a third party, through mail, email, social media, phones, and computers. And this will be for a 12-month reporting duration, during which time she will complete 12 anger awareness classes at a minimum rate of 1 class a month. As previously indicated, Ms. Weeks, if you fail to report to pretrial, if you do not comply with the other conditions, you do not report to court when summoned, your $7,500 signature bond will be converted to either a cash bond or a surety bond. Thank you.
Your Honor, will you break that down? It's 2 charges.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's going to be a $5,000 on the battery and $2,500 on the simple battery.
Thank you.
All right, next we got 33, Ms. Walden.
Mhm. This is Shantaria Larche Walden, accused of simple assault, 2 counts of harassing communications and stalking from May 31st, 2026, case number 26CR3670Y. Ms. Walden, you've been advised of your right to remain silent. Anything you say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you. Your attorney presently appointed is going to be Ms. Renford. And Ms. Hardy, any priors?
Their last arrest was May the 7th, 2020, out of DeKalb for criminal damage to property. They have 6 total cycles. There was a misdemeanor conviction in 2019 for simple assault, family violence, nothing further.
All right. Ms. Malguzzo,
Yes, Your Honor. And I'm sorry, before we move on with this case, according to the case about Ms. Weeks, the state is seeking a felony upgrade. We just didn't get it today, but the state will be seeking that. Okay,
thank
and
you.
so for this case, The state's recommendation is a $2,500 surety bond, $500 per case, and $1,000 for the stalking. To stay away from 5470 Hampton Court, which is the victim's where she resides, and also from the victim's place of work, which is 54995 Old National Highway in South Fulton. No further contact with Desiree Jones via phone, text, social media, third-party contact. No alcohol, drugs, or weapons while on bond. Ms. Desiree Jones, if she's present, if we can please sound for her in case she wishes to be heard.
All right, Ms. Desiree Jones, if you're on Zoom, if you want to say something, this is the time to unmute and start your video. Ms. Renfro?
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Walden is 27 years of age. She's been in Georgia all her life. She is the mother of two young children, a 1-year-old and a 5-year-old. They're currently with her mom, who is actually ill at the moment. So she's really hoping to get out soon so that she can attend to her kids and relieve her mom of this, Your Honor. She has a job at Ryder Truck Company, Your Honor. And she mentioned to me that the alleged victim here has been harassing her, Your Honor. So I'm not really sure what's going on here, but I would be asking for a signature bond for my client so that she's able to return to take care of her kids, the 1-year-old and 5-year-old, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. On the simple assault, that's going to be 1,500. The harassing communications is 1,500 on each count, and the stalking is going to be 2,000. This is a 6,500 surety bond. No further contact with Desiree Jones. Stay away from the Hampton Court location. And with regards to Ms. Jones, no contact means to stay 200 yards away from wherever she happens to be, including her place of employment, wherever she's physically located, her home, as well as from her immediate family members. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And unfortunately, she's got a very complex felony case pending against her as well, 26 PI 004570. So we will address her misdemeanor case on June 23rd. Thank you. Next case, please.
Are we ready for position 1, Your Honor?
Yes.
Yes, I'm here, Judge.
Thank you. This is Tamia Love Ayers. We had just addressed that case. She has 2 counts of battery against her with regards to a Makivia Reed. This is from June 5th of 2026, case number 26 CR 36798. Miss Young, if Miss Reed is in the waiting room, we can go ahead and bring her into the main session. All right. Miss Hardy, could you repeat her priors, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Their last arrest was January 18th, 2024, out of Clayton County for an FTA. There's 2 total cycles, nothing further.
All right, thank you. Miss Tucker?
Yes, Judge. FTA. We're asking $1,000 on each count for a total of $2,000, with conditions no further contact with Makivia Reed, to stay away from 490 Glen Street in Atlanta, and to have a social worker visit to test for any potential MH issues. We did speak with Ms. Reed. She confirmed the events listed in the warrant. She's unsure kind of what even happened. She said she was bitten by the defendant. She was allowed to get her groceries from the back of the car. Then the defendant drove off, causing the victim to be dragged behind her in this vehicle. She describes the entire situation as bizarre, expressing she just wanted to get her groceries. And so she had no further contact and to stay away. It sounds to me like this is between strangers. And so, between that and any potential H concerns, the state is also concerned. We'd be asking for that $2,000 total good bond, no further contact, stay away, and a social worker visit.
Thank you. Ms. Reed, if you wish to chime in, please unmute. All right.
Hello, Your Honor.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
I do.
Yes, Ms. Reed, what would you like to tell us?
Okay, on June the 5th, basically, while receiving my Instacart order, the driver basically, Miss Ayers, she physically attacked me after refusing to give me my groceries. During the assault, she bit me hard enough to leave a significant wound that's going to leave permanent scarring. And she also dragged me with her vehicle. While I was just trying to get what I paid for, it was like the devil had arrived. I swear, it was like the Joker. She pulled up smiling. And the only thing she told the witnesses was that she wasn't giving me she was cursing. She was saying that she wasn't giving it because I think she has I think she should get mentally evaluated because it was
So do
just
you know
bizarre.
her from the past?
No, I've never met her in my life.
Okay,
I don't.
and what's the name of the the housing complex where you're at?
GE Tower. I ordered groceries from Kroger, and she is the Instacart driver.
Okay,
I
that's all
continue
I
to have
need.
pain and visible injuries,
All
and I'm
right.
seeking.
And please keep a record of all your medical treatment and present that to the victim advocate's office or when
Okay.
summoned by the prosecutor. Thank you. You may mute your screen.
Okay.
Ms.
Thank
Branson?
you.
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Ayers is 39 years of age. She does have a good mailing address that she mentioned to me. She did relate to me that she's denying the allegations and that she wasn't able to give her side of the story to the officer. She said that she was the one that actually called the cops, Your Honor. So I'd be asking for a signature bond on her behalf. She does part-time grocery delivery, but that's all she does for work. So she isn't earning much, Your Honor. So she wouldn't be able to afford much of a bond today, and she doesn't have anyone to reach out to in order to pay for that bond, Your Honor. So if a signature bond is not applicable, I'll be asking for the lowest reasonable amount on her behalf.
Okay. On each count, it's going to be $1,000. This is a $2,000 surety bond as recommended by the state. No further contact with Miss Makivia Reed, which means she has to stay 200 yards away from Miss Reed from the housing complex at 490 Glen Street in Atlanta, Georgia. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And if she continues with any kind of delivery service occupation, she is not to accept any assignments to the 490 Glen Street location. Also, if she's still at the jail facility, she would need to be seen by a social worker with regards to any MH evaluation and housing needs. Next court date is going to be June 23rd. Thank you. Ms. Reed, you're free to go.
All right, next we
Courtroom
have
2.
Mr. Burrell.
Repeat the name again, please.
Mr. Burrell.
Burrell?
Position 6.
I'm sorry, Ms. Tucker, what did you say?
Position 6.
Oh, okay, sorry. It's buried in all my notes over here. Got it. Okay. Michael Burrell is accused of criminal trespass from June 7th, 2026, case 26 CR 3699L. Mr. Burrell has been advised of his rights. Any priors, Ms. Hardy?
The last arrest was January 5th, 2026 out of Rockdale for an FTA. There are 10 arrest cycles. Well, there's 8 cycles out of Georgia. I wasn't able to tell how many there were out of Kentucky, but there was a 2026 felony conviction for forgery. They have FTAs from 2025 and 2026. Nothing further.
Ms. Tucker?
Yes, Judge. Concerning those two FTAs in the past 2 years, we're asking for $1,000 good bond with a stay away from the Buckhead Loop shopping plaza at One Buckhead Loop in Atlanta. He was previously CT'd from there April 29th, 2026, and they do not want him back.
Ms. Renford?
Yes, Your Honor. My client is 43 years of age. He was born here, raised in New York, and came back about 5 years ago. He is a barber. He mentioned to me that he does have two minor children that he currently supports, and that he didn't actually know he was trespassed previously because he didn't receive a slip. I mentioned to him and told him that, you know, he can't return to that location anymore because he is in fact trespassed from the area, Your Honor. So I think he understands now that he won't be able to go back there, but it was just a misunderstanding and he didn't realize that he was actually trespassed from the area, Your Honor. So I'd be asking for a signature bond on his behalf, due to the fact that he doesn't know anyone here to bond him out, and so that he can get back to his two children, Your Honor.
Bond is set at $50. It is a cash bond. Stay 200 yards away from the entire shopping complex at One Buckhead Loop in Atlanta, Georgia. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And next court date is June 23rd. Next case.
Next, we got number 29, Mr. Smith.
Sherman Smith is accused of theft by taking from June 4th of this year. His case number is 26 CR 3659D. Mr. Smith, you've been advised of your rights and any priors?
Their last arrest was February 11th, 2025 out of APD for criminal trespass. They have a hold out of Jonesboro for a probation violation. The date of that is September 10th, 2025. 32 total cycles. There was an FTA in 2021, a 2021 conviction for criminal trespass, 2021 interference with government property, nothing further.
All right. Ms. Tucker, is this your case? Oh. Ms. Melguza?
This is not my case, Your Honor. Give me just one moment to see.
I see there's a $2,000 surety bond. I don't know if that's from the warrant or whether that's from a prior proceeding. I understand this was a medical reset.
Ms. Tucker, do you know?
Oh, we may have
let me
lost
check
her.
real.
Oh, okay.
What was the name?
This is Sherman
what
Smith,
was the name
position
again?
29. Position 29. And
Sherman Smith, yeah, is that by taking broke into his sister's safe, stole $900 cash. He said he needed it for his smoking habit. $2,000 are in set. We ask it to remain as set with a stay away from 4900 Delano Road and with and also
Ms. Tucker, I'm so sorry. Your audio went in and out. I think your Wi-Fi is really suffering. If you want to just answer, I believe you said it was a surety bond, but I didn't hear the amount. Could you repeat the amount?
Yeah, $2,000.
$2,000 surety bond. Stay away from 4900 Delano Road in South Fulton. Was that correct?
Correct.
And no further contact with Beverly Smith. Was that correct?
No, that's correct.
No further contact. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Beverly Smith. Miss Kim, anything to add?
Your Honor, my client, Mr. Smith, is 60 years old, born and raised here in Georgia, Your Honor. And that incident location is where he resides with his sister, who is 68 years old. My client has retired from cutting grass. He does not have any income right now to make any bond payment. And Your Honor, he does have some needs for if he cannot go back to that 4900 location. He may need housing resources and BHT from our social worker. We asked for the lowest possible bond, and we would like to verify if it was really actually a medical reset, because he was booked in or arrested on June 4. So if it was not a medical reset, it definitely is a Riverside issue. However, I could not find my note if it was medical.
He was scheduled on June 6th with my calendar on Saturday, and it was reset for medical reasons, and I expressly put it on record that this is not a Riverside matter.
Awesome. We asked for signature on bond. If Your Honor is not inclined to give me my signature on bond, we ask for the lowest possible bond, $90 cash. Thank you.
Thank you. On the theft by taking, it's going to be a 1,250 surety bond. No further contact with Beverly Smith. Case is reset to June 23rd. And he's also to stay away from 4900 Delano Road in South Fulton. He's allowed a one-time visit to retrieve his belongings. That visit must be with a police officer. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. And pending his release, he needs to be seen by a social worker for BH and housing requirements. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Incident number 12, Mr. Dye.
Well, look.
Come on.
Sorry about that. We have Lorenzo Dye, D-Y-E. Mr. Dye's case is 26 CR 3705Y. In this particular case, he's accused of battery, family violence, terroristic threats and acts, simple assault, family violence. I believe the individual is Miss Atkins. Anyway, this incident date is from June 6, 2026. Yes, Miss Hardy, any priors?
Their last arrest was August the 13th, 2012, out of Fulton for driving while license suspended or revoked. There's 11 cycles in Georgia. There was a felony conviction from the 80s, 2014, driving without a license. Nothing further.
Is there an open case at the present time, 25 CR 8520D?
I didn't see that one in my report, but I can double check.
Okay, thank you. Miss Tucker or Miss McGilsa?
Yes, Judge. I'm gonna try to go slow and see if that helps. On the battery family violence, I'm asking for a $2,000 good bond. On the terroristic threats, I'm asking for a $1,000 good bond. And on the simple assaults, 1,500. That's a total of 4,500 with no further contact with Emmanuel Dye and to stay away from 3525 Heritage Valley Road in Atlanta. These facts allege there was an argument over a kitten in the home where they both live together. They are brothers, but because this is battery, it is still family violence. This argument led to the defendant punching the victim, leaving swelling to his face and scratches to his ear. The defendant then pulled a knife on the victim and threatened to kill him. So that's the basis of the terroristic threats and the simple assault. So for these reasons, we are asking for that $4,500 total good bond. No further contact and stay away.
Okay.
And we were unable to get in contact with Mr. Dye. If we could sound for him just in case.
Okay. Ms. Hardy, disregard the last request. It was my notes from a previous case.
Okay.
With regards to this one, Lorenzo Dye, is there a Emmanuel Dye on Zoom that wants to address the court? Emmanuel Dye. All right, Mr. Ponder?
Yes, Judge. My client, Mr. Lorenzo, died at 68 years old, born and raised in Georgia. He's been living with his family, mainly his mother, who is 88 years of age. He is her primary caretaker. Um, he does everything for her as far as helping her walk, helping her transport, helping her use the restroom, etc. He only has an income of Social Security. He is unable to put up any amount for a bond. And also, I just wanted to point out that there had his last incident was 14 years ago, Your Honor. So he is not a person that is has been in trouble in several years. Um, Again, he is eager to be released because he is the person who is able to take care of his elderly mother at the household. For those reasons, we will be asking for a signature bond.
On count one, battery family violence is 3,500. Count two is 1,500. Count three, simple assault family violence is 1,000. This is a 6,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 2. No further violent contact with Emmanuel Dye. He may return to the home, but he's not to have any future violent contact with Mr. Emmanuel Dye and with any other occupants of that home. No physical and no verbal altercations. If he cannot hold his tongue or if he cannot control his temper, then he needs to leave the premises and find another place to live and let us know where's that new location. Otherwise, if he wants to continue living in that home, no future physical and verbal altercations with Mr. Emmanuel Dye and with any other occupants of the home. No illegal drugs shall be consumed, including marijuana. No alcohol shall be consumed, and he's not allowed to own or possess any weapons, including firearms. He will complete 12 anger awareness classes. So this will be reporting to pretrial services for a minimum period of 12 months. And he will complete the classes at a minimum rate of 1 class a month. Thank you.
All right, that's number 18, Mr. McGillberry. I'll put- Right,
All right. Josiah McGillberry, is that correct, Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. He's accused of simple battery, family violence, and trespass causing damage to property from June 3rd of this year. Mr. McGillberry, you've been advised of your rights. Ms. Hardy, any priors?
No adult history to report at this time.
Thank you. Ms. Malguzzo or Ms. Tucker?
Yes, Judge. We're asking for a $1,000 good bond on each count for a total of 2,000 with conditions no further violent contact with Jasmine McGillberry, who is his sister, but they are living together. We did speak with Miss Gilbert or Mick Gilberry. She confirmed the events in the warrant, that he had come and thrown rocks at her car, and at her, but she said she believes he was just frustrated. There's some other family stressors going on. She continues to be his primary support, so she does want contact. So we are just asking for that $2,000 total good bond with no further violent contact with Jasmine McGilberry.
Jasmine McGilberry, if you are on Zoom, please unmute and start your video. Or if anybody is here on behalf of Mr. McGilberry.
Hi.
Please start your video.
Hello.
Hello. Raise your right hand. Other right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
What's your name, please?
Jasmine McGilberry.
All right. And Miss Jasmine, Josiah just returned from Missouri.
Yes, we both did. All of us did, me and my siblings.
When was the last time he was in Florida?
I don't recall.
Ballpark it.
No, November. This is his mother also.
He was in Florida in November?
Yes.
2020 what?
5.
Thank you very much. You may mute your screen. Ms. Kim, unfortunately, your client has the fugitive hold from Broward County, Florida. So that's another issue that he'll have to deal with. What's your recommendation, Ms. Kim?
We still request for a signature on bond through pretrial level 1, Your Honor. He's only 18 years young, and this is probably first arrest here at Georgia. And the one from Florida, I think it is a driving related traffic violation, Your Honor. He was born in Missouri. However, he has been.
That is incorrect.
That is
He doesn't
incorrect.
have any traffic violations.
Okay, we don't know exactly. I don't
It's
know.
actually for robbery. We do know.
Okay.
Miss Kim, at this point, I don't know what to tell you. You have family, but they can throw you under the bus. Mr. and Miss Mama Milk Gilberry and Sister Jasmine, you are both completely devastating little Josiah's case. I highly recommend you remain silent. Highly recommend you remain silent. Miss Kim, what else would you like to tell me?
He also passed Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery Test, which allows him to be going into military. He wants to serve for the country. I think that would be a better option for him and our country as well. We ask for signature on bond so he can go out to Florida to take care of the issues over there. And hopefully someday he will go to military.
Bond is set at $1,000 surety on each count. And his next court date is June 23rd. No further violent contact with Jasmine McGilberry. No further violent contact with any of the occupants in the family home. Unfortunately, once he posts the bond, it will be up to Broward County, Florida, to have him extradited to Florida to address his felony charge. Unfortunately, not a traffic matter, but a felony charge. No illegal drugs, including marijuana, no alcohol, and no weapons and no firearms, including pepper sprays and so forth. Thank you.
Next item, number 11, Mr. Dennis.
Just 1 second, please. Okay, we are addressing position 11, case number 26 CR 3703D, State versus Tariq, Tarique, last name Dennis, accused of 2 counts of battery, family violence, and obstructing or hindering a person from making an emergency phone call. Incident date appears to be June 2nd, 2026. Mr. Dennis has been advised of his right to remain silent. His attorney is Mr. Ponder. Any priors, Ms. Hardy?
Yes, Your Honor. Their last arrest was December 30th, 2025 out of Fulton for battery family violence. It's open under 25 CR 008520D. That's their only arrest cycle. They're being supervised by pretrial on that, so we'll be surrendering that bond. Nothing further.
If I recollect, that's a 3,500 signature bond through pre-trial?
It's a split bond. You actually signed it, Judge.
Yeah,
It
I
was
know.
3,500 signature through level 3, and then $1,000 good bond on one of the charges.
All right. Thank you. And what's your bond recommendation, Miss Tucker?
For this case, we're asking for a $7,500 good bond on each of the battery, family violence, a $5,000 good bond on the hindering 911, for a total of $20,000, with conditions no further contact with Tia Adkins and to stay away from 5100 Welcome All Road in Atlanta. Under that last bond,
Oh,
he was
I'm familiar.
already under a
I'm
no further
familiar.
contact.
Yeah, Miss Tucker, I'm familiar with both cases. Thank you. Miss Tia Atkins, yes. If you're on Zoom, this is the time to chime in. And I'm sorry, Miss Tucker, I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me all right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Miss Tia Atkins, did you want to say anything or
He like I said it before. We have two kids, and
raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
yes,
Now, before you say anything, I want to caution you that under his prior case, when you previously testified, he was required to not live with you, he was required to not be anywhere near you, and he was required to have no contact with you. So if you'd like to say anything right now, please proceed very carefully.
it's just that he provides most of the financial support for the household and the kids.
And he can do that from a distance. Anything else? That's a smart move. Mr. Ponder?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Dennis, as you just stated from Mr. Atkins, he is the primary provider for the young children. They share two. He has three total, ages 6, 5, and 4. He is a chef working for ATL Hookah. He is eager to be able to return to work, again, to be able to support the children and family. Um, he was born and raised in Atlanta. He's 27 years old. Has completed some college. And at this point, Your Honor, we would be asking for a signature bond for him to be released, understanding that there can be no violent contact. Again, so that he can be able to return to work and provide for the family and the young children that they share.
Okay. This is Mr. Dennis's second round involving violence with the same family that you want me to make sure he has no violent contact. So I'm afraid that's not possible. On the battery family violence, each count, that's going to be $1,000 cash bond. On the obstructing a person from making an emergency phone call, that's a $500 cash bond. That's a $2,500 cash bond. And in case you didn't understand me the first time around, Mr. Dennis, please make sure you understand me now. When I say no contact with Tia Atkins, I don't care how much money you want to supply Miss Atkins and the children. You are required to stay 200 yards away from all of them, and you cannot communicate with any of them in any way, form, or manner, including in person, through mail, email, third parties, phones, and computers, and even on social media. You can't even be in the same home with them. You have to be 200 yards away from them. Those were your bond conditions from your prior case. The allegations and the warrant that have been issued against you are extremely disturbing because it shows a very serious lack of regard for a court order. That's why I am very concerned for the safety of your partner and your children, because I don't believe you're going to comply with any court orders. In the event that you post bond, I'll be requiring you to be equipped with an ankle monitor for a minimum period of 6 months, and during which time you'll be required to comply with the stay away and the no contact provisions. no illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. Your next court date is June 23rd. In addition to this, your signature bond portion in your prior case is surrendered. So in order to post bond for your prior case, you would need to post the additional 3,500 surety bond. Thank you. And we will reset both cases to June 23rd. Next case.
Next, we got 21, Mr. Potts.
This is 21.
Yes.
Okay,
Adrian
I'm
Potts.
gonna go try to reconnect and see if I can get a better connection. I'll be right back.
Thank you, Ms. Tucker. This is Adrian Potts, accused of simple battery family violence from February 4th of this year, case number 26CR 3677Y. Mr. Potts, you've been advised of your rights. Any priors, Ms. Hardy?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Is this 21 and 22?
You're correct. Sorry about that. Mr. Adrian Potts has a second case from June 6th of 2026, case number 26CR 3694Y. And in that case, this is a traffic matter in which he's been cited for accused of fleeing or attempting to elude a police officer, driving a vehicle with an expired or no license plate, and possession of an open alcohol container by the driver. Thank you, Ms. Hardy. Any priors?
Yes, Your Honor. Their last arrest was August the 10th, 2025, out of Fulton, for possession of cocaine with intent and possession of a firearm. It appears to be open under 25 PI 006058. There are 29 total cycles. A 2018 felony conviction for possession of Schedule 4. They got first offender. It was revoked in 2019. They have a 2019 battery family violence, 2017 DUI, 2018 disorderly conduct, FTA from 2023 and 2025. Nothing further.
Ms. Melguza?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation for the first case, the simple battery family violence, is a $1,000 surety bond. No further contact with Kiamber Ellis, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while on bond. The 2019 battery conviction is against his mother, LaSharon Fisher. And Your Honor, we did speak with the victim. She confirmed the events in the warrant. The facts in the incident report and warrant state that the defendant slapped the victim across her face with his arm. If we can sound for the victim, in case she's present and wishes to be heard.
Ms. Fisher, if you would like to
Camber Ellis, Your Honor.
Oh,
my
I'm
apologies.
sorry.
Fisher is from the previous case.
Yes. Okay, got it.
Yes,
Ms.
yes,
Kiamber Ellis. Yes, sorry about
Uh-huh.
that. Okay, there she is. Please start your video.
Okay.
All
Uh-huh.
right. Did you want to chime in?
I necessarily, as I spoke with the victim advocate
All
this
right.
morning.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
And what would you like to tell us?
As I spoke with the victim advocate this morning, she told me that the state was bounded over to, the case was bounded over to state. I was trying to withdraw my submission.
Your submission?
I was asked.
What did you submit?
As far as no charges. As far as talking to her, she told me that I was not advised to do that and that the charges were already going to be called because of the state.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, I was trying to let her know that. She asked me a couple of questions. Do I not, or do I want to be around him? I answered the question as far as saying, yes, I do. That's my brother. But then at the same time, she asked me, so what could be difference between the relationship? I said, with no violence. So that's where I left it at, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you.
Your
Ms.
Honor, based
Smith?
on the statements, the state will be fine with no further violent contact.
All right. Thank you. No further violent contact. Miss
Oh,
Kim?
oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Potts is 35 years old, born and raised here in Georgia, Your Honor. We're so glad that they can have a no further violent contact. He does have a one minor child that he has to take care of, Your Honor. So he does not have a lot of funds to pay for the bond. We asked for the lowest possible bond. He will be here anyway for about next 3 or 4 weeks because of the probation violation. We asked for the lowest possible bond of like $10 in cash, so that way he can possibly get time served by the end of the month. That's all we asked for. Thank you.
Okay. On the simple battery family violence, that's a $1,000 surety bond. No further violent contact with Kiamber Ellis. And if he wants to return to the same household as Miss Ellis, he may do so. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. On next court date will be June 23rd for that case. On the driving matter, the fleeing or attempting to elude an officer is 1,000. Expired license plate is 100. And driving with a possession of an open alcohol container, that's going to be a $2,000 surety bond. This is going to be a 3,100 surety bond. No driving unless he has a valid driver's license, adequate insurance, and proper registration. And also, he's not to consume any illegal drugs and no alcoholic beverages, and definitely have no firearms. Next court date is June 23rd. Thank you.
Your Honor, the state just want to put on record, we were going to ask for a $2,000 surety bond for the second case, $1,000 for the fleeing, $500 for each of the other two charges. Not driving without a valid registration, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while on bond.
Oh, in that case, I'll reduce the possession of open alcohol container to 1,000, and this will reduce it to a 2,100 to be consistent with the state's request. So, Ms. Bridgewater, for position 22, it's 1,000 on count 1, 100 on count 2, and 1,000 on count 3.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next case, please.
37, Mr. Wyatt. Wyatt.
Adrian Wyatt is accused of criminal trespass from June 6 of this year, case number 26 CR 3685A. Any priors, Ms. Hardy?
Yes, Your Honor. Their last arrest was August 7th, 2024 out of Fulton for aggravated assault. It appears to be open under 24 SC 004888. They have 53 total cycles. Felony conviction in 2023 for aggravated assault and possession of a firearm. 2010 theft by taking, 2009 disorderly conduct, nothing further.
Ms. Malguza?
Yes, Your Honor. Based on the facts alleged and his criminal history, the state's recommendation is a $1,000 surety bond to stay away from out of zone located at 2516 Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. And that's all for the state.
Mr. Ponder?
Yes, Judge. Mr. Wyatt is born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia. He has 4 children, splitting custody with his youngest, a 14-year-old child. He lives with his brother, significant ties to the to the community. And to note, based on me doing a quick Google search on the AutoZone and the allegation, the location shares like a entrance or parking lot. I guess it's adjacent to an apartment complex. There is an allegation of trespass, but my client is of the mind that he wasn't on the AutoZone property and was unaware that he was trespassing there. So there probably is an argument there if it were to go to trial. Under those circumstances and facts, we would ask for a signature bond. My client is eager to start back with his ability to work. He is an auto technician, work for himself. And he would want to be released so that he can start preparing his defense in the event that he has a trial in this case, Your Honor.
Okay. Bond is going to be set at a $50 cash bond to make sure that he stays away from the AutoZone location at 2516 Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. And his next court date is June 23rd. Now, in the event that he lives nearby, he may have to find an alternate route to get to where he lives by completely bypassing, at least keeping a buffer of 200 yards from the AutoZone property. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's get number 5, Mr. Brown. All right, my man.
This is State versus Robert Leroy Brown, accused of criminal trespass and violation of certain rules at a bus rail station. Case number 26CR 3696C. How many cycles, Miss Hardy?
They're 50 and it's multi-state.
Thank you. That's all I need. Miss Tucker, what's your bond recommendation?
Yes, Judge. She does have 2 criminal trespass NOLO convictions from this year alone. Those were out of Clayton, as well as an FTA from this year. So we're recommending $1,000 good on each charge for a total of $2,000 to stay away from MARTA, and to get a social worker visit for potential housing issues. Otherwise, why can't he just stay away from MARTA?
Oh.
He does have a permanent ban in place.
Miss Renford?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Brown is 33 years of age. He mentioned to me that he was born and raised in California, but that he's been in Georgia for almost 15 years. He's unemployed. He's trying to look for a job, he mentioned to me, Your Honor. I know that a signature bond is not probably going to be possible due to the FTAs. So I'd be asking for the lowest reasonable bond for him, Your Honor, if a signature bond is not possible.
On the violations of certain rules and acts, that's going to be $1,000 surety bond. On the criminal trespass, that's going to be a $2,000 surety bond. This is a $3,000 surety bond. He's under a permanent ban from MARTA services, so he's not allowed on a MARTA bus, train. He's not allowed at any of the stations or amenities, including the parking lots and their facilities therein. He's required to stay 200 yards away from all these facilities. I'm not certain what's going on with his probation in his new recent convictions, whether it was balance suspended, but that's up to the state. His next court date on this new case is June 23rd. Thank you.
All right, this is number 8, Mr. Cox.
Taj Javon Cox is accused of battery, family violence, battery against a female who's pregnant, and 2 counts of cruelty in the 3rd degree from June 5th of this year, case 26CR 3708D. Any priors, Ms. Hardy?
The last arrest was January 6, 2022 out of Fulton for possession of marijuana. That's their only arrest cycle. Nothing further.
Ms. Tucker, I'm familiar with the warrants. So what's the bond recommendation?
Yes, Judge. We're asking for $2,500 cash on count 1. If you're not inclined to do a cash only bond, then no less than $5,000 good bond. We're asking for the same thing on count 2, $2,500 cash. If not cash, then $5,000 good bond. And on the 2 cruelties, we're asking for $1,500 good bond on each. So this is going to be a split bond with no further contact with Luz Mascara Palacio and to stay away from 500 Northside Circle in Atlanta. We did speak with her. She did confirm all the events listed in the incident report, stated she would like to proceed with no further contact. And she wants to relocate. She does not want to live with this man anymore. She says this is not the first time violence has taken place. It's just the first time she's called police. She says the defendant has been using, she said blackmailing her into not calling the police because she's not a citizen, because they have children. They have a 1-year-old daughter who's one of the victims of the cruelty in this case. And she was pregnant along with her sister, who is 5, I believe. Um, she did confirm being choked. We did a strangulation assessment on her. Although she did not lose consciousness, she did lose breath. She could not breathe for I think, 10 seconds that she said he was doing this. And it was very, very aggressive. She said 10 out of 10 grip. Very scary. She's, because this event was so severe, she's no longer, she wants to resolve this. She wants to accept help. Um, and she is not going to be present today, but she did want me to share all of this with her. Um, she's never seen the defendant as angry as this was, and she believes he needs intervention. The intervention that the state is seeking is a little time away. So we are asking for, like I said, that split bond, $5,000 cash, $3,000 good, and no further contact, and to stay away.
Thank you. Courtroom 2, please unmute. Mr. Cox, you have been advised of your right to remain silent. Anything you choose to say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you. If you want to waive your right to remain silent, I would first like to hear from your attorney.
Okay,
Ms.
yeah, I want to
Renford?
waive my right to remain silent. Yeah, we can talk about that.
Ms. Renford?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Cox is 33 years of age. He has been in Georgia the majority of his life. He is a forklift driver at the Amarda warehouse, and he just got that job last week, Your Honor. He also mentioned to me that he received his associate's degree from Wallace State College, and that this situation that took place, Your Honor, that the alleged victim apparently was attacking him, and he was responding in self-defense, Your Honor. The address where the incident took place as well is Mr. Cox's cousin's home. It's not Miss Palacio's address, so I'd be asking that he is not that he doesn't receive a stay away order from his cousin's house, because again, like this cousin is not related in any way to Miss Palacio, and she doesn't reside at this location, Your Honor. This is his first arrest cycle. I understand the allegations are serious, Your Honor, but at the end of the day, this is his first arrest cycle. He doesn't have any violent history, Your Honor. I'd be asking for a signature bond on his behalf. And if a signature bond is not possible, I would be asking for the lowest reasonable amount for a bond for him, Your Honor.
Okay.
And just to clarify, she did tell us that she's staying with a neighbor right now. She does not want to share that address because she doesn't want him to know. But she did say she's not staying at the incident location.
Understood. And Mr. Cox, I understand, lives in some place called Waverly Park. Is that correct, Ms. Renford?
That's his sister's address, Your Honor, and he mentioned to me that he bounces between his sister's and his cousin's place, Your Honor.
I see. Okay.
And the cousin's place was the incident location.
I understand. Thank you. Is there a Monica Mendez on Zoom who wants to chime in? No? Okay. All right, courtroom 2. Please unmute. Mr. Cox, were you going to exercise your right to remain silent, or were you going to waive it?
I want to waive it.
You want to waive your right to remain silent?
Yes, I just have something to say to you, yes. Because I had proof and I had a witness at the time that seen me actually get slapped, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause it was my birthday, it was June 5th, and she went through my phone, and she was the aggressor. So it took her actually probably like 2 hours to call you guys. She wasn't in danger or anything like that. We was fighting over my phone. So basically, that's all it was, honestly. Like, I didn't harm her, I didn't do anything. But I did say I got text messages and everything. I did say she would have to leave and everything like that. So I think that would make her escalate to just, no, I want to push charge. I told her I would no longer want to be with her. I no longer want to work it out and et cetera. You know what I'm saying? So, and then that's what I feel like what escalated to her saying all of this stuff now. Because I even talked to her on the phone. Even I caught the court records. She was on the phone, and I even asked her. I said, "Look what you put me through. Why did you hit me first?" She's like, "I'm so sorry. I don't even want to talk about it." You know what I'm saying? So she's just doing this out of spite. I'm being honest with you guys. It's out of spite. Like he even asked her. He was like, "Could you breathe when he was choking?" She said, "Yes." So if I'm choking, how can you breathe? I'm just being honest. How can you breathe if I'm actually choking? Yes, my nails was digging in you from getting off me because you're punching me. She's like 6'2". She was swinging on me. She had no physical bruises besides my nails digging in her. That's it. She took my strangulation. It was not no strangulation. My nails was pushing her off of me. It was from like my nails. That's it. From scratches right here.
Was she holding a child?
No, not at the time. No. She went and tried to grab the child afterwards. She was never holding the child. That's
Is
why I'm
she
so.
7 months pregnant?
Say it again.
Is she 7 months pregnant?
Yes, she was 7 months pregnant. But like I said, I never slammed her on the ground. I never did anything physical with her. She's never.
You do realize that we have also in the warrant eyewitness testimony with regards to what occurred.
How? Because it was in the house. She went.
Mr. Cox, I'm just letting you know.
But I'm
Okay?
telling you as well. It happened in the house. She called 2 hours later. If you look at from when the incident happened to, she called like 2 hours later. The incident happened in the house. She went to her friend's house. She must have been coerced to do a statement or anything like that. She didn't call immediately. Like I was able to walk to the store, do whatever, to come back. You know, like I said, it was my birthday. She was the main aggressor. My cousin even told the cops right then. Like, no, that's not what happened. Well, they weren't trying to hear it. I guess she called the police first, but I wasn't about to call because I didn't really do nothing to her. She just upset. Like I told you, I got the text messages. She's just upset because I told her we're no longer together, and she basically I'm her main provider. You know what I'm saying? So I was basically saying, I'm not taking care of you no more, and I'll just be there for the kids. So now she's trying to railroad me, and this is just the truth. Like I said, why would I be mad at her on my birthday? What did I do on my birthday for? That don't even make sense. Like,
Okay. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Anything else to add, Ms. Renford?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. So, Mr. Cox, one of the reasons why they all have a constitutional right to remain silent is because then you don't compound and the situation. Unfortunately, the warrant seems to be very opposite to what you're saying. And that's an issue that needs to be resolved at trial. On the battery family violence, on each count is going to be $2,500. On the cruelty in the third degree is going to be $1,500 each. This is going to be an $8,000 surety bond. There shall be no further contact with Luz Palacio. There shall be no further contact with the child or children that she has by the defendant. If Mr. Cox wishes to have any contact with the children that he shares with Ms. Palacio, he would need to file a legitimation case and obtain a court order for parenting and custody. He's to stay away from the 500 Northside Circle in Atlanta, Georgia. I understand that's your cousin's place, and if your cousin wants to come visit you, he can come visit you at Waverly, but you cannot return to that location. My concern is that there is a witness or eyewitnesses there, and I do not want you to have any contact with them. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, and no firearms. Your next court date is going to be June 23rd. Please unmute courtroom 2.
No, I think it's misconstrued. My name is on the lease there at 500.
Your address is Waverly Park, and you're required to stay away from 500 Northside Drive.
I live there.
If you return to that location, you will be arrested, and your bond could be revoked.
So I had to get my stuff out of there, and
You're allowed a one-time visit to the apartment to retrieve your belongings. That visit must be with a police officer, and that visit can only be for 1 hour.
do I have to break my lease?
That you can discuss with the landlord.
All right.
Thank you.
Your Honor, would you go over those bond amounts again?
Sure. 2,500 on count 1, 2,500 on count 2, 1,500 on count 3, 1,500 on count 4. That
Thank
should
you.
be 8,000 surely.
It is. It
Thank
is.
you.
Thank you.
Next case.
13, Mr. Freeman.
This is Jaquez Freeman, accused of reckless conduct from June 7th of this year, case number 26CR3706E. Any priors, Ms. Hardy?
The last arrest was July 20th, 2022 out of Douglasville for a probation violation. They have 2 cycles. There was a 2021 misdemeanor conviction for hit and run. Nothing further to report.
Thank you. Ms. Tucker?
Yes, Judge. We're asking for a $3,000 good bond with a parenting course. These facts allege that he left children unattended for over 30 minutes in a parking garage in June, where it's very, very hot out. The car was running, but still, we are very concerned for the safety of these children. The children were 2 and 4 years old. Additionally, the history, hit and run, that's evidence of flight. So we're asking for that $3,000 good bond with completion of some parenting courses while out on bond.
Ms. Kim?
Your Honor, Mr. Freeman is 23 years young, born and raised here in Georgia. He graduated from high school in 2020 successfully, and then after that, he went to West Georgia Tech University, and also Chambly. There's a place for HVAC, a certification, and he is currently working as a DoorDash and also health service coordinator as well. Your Honor, he has 2 jobs to pay for those 2 children. They were not under any serious danger at this point. Your Honor, we ask for the lowest possible bond, signature on bond. If Your Honor is not inclined to give him a signature on bond, we ask for $1,000 security bond. There's a $2,000 security bond already set by a previous judge. We don't want that to be increased at all. And Your Honor, we ask for that. And also, that's about it, Your Honor.
All right. Is he the custodial parent?
Yes, he is currently residing with his children's mother, and he is also residing with his 2 children.
Okay, maybe I didn't. Has he legitimated the children through a court order?
They're my kids. They got my last name.
Did you go through that?
Yes, I was there. I signed up both of us. We just got the exact same last name because I was legitimate. But my father, he also was free.
3,500 signature bond through pretrial services, level 2. He will have to report to pretrial twice a month. He would need to complete 6 parenting classes. I believe at least 4 will be covered by pretrial. I don't know about the other 2, but he will need to complete all 6 parenting classes. He will report for a 12-month duration to complete all parenting classes. If he completes the parenting classes and presents his certificate of completion, his pretrial reporting may cease. However, he'll still be required to report to court when summoned. This is an open, active criminal case. He's to comply with any defects requirements with regards to the care of the children, and he is not allowed to leave the children in a parked car for more than 30 seconds. Thank you. Next court date will be sent to his current address.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Is that number 14, Mr. Gaddison?
All right. Derek Lamont Garrison Gattison is accused of battery, family violence, 26 CR 3707F. Incident date appears to be June 6th of this year. Mr. Gattison, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Ms. Kim. Any priors?
Yes, Your Honor. They have 21 total cycles, arrests out of Georgia and North Carolina. The last arrest was November 7th, 2025, out of Clayton for obstruction and terroristic threats and acts. There is a 2021 felony out of North Carolina for financial card theft. Nothing further.
Ms. Tucker?
Yes, Judge. We're asking for a $2,500 good bond on this case with conditions no further contact with Johnny Gaddison and to stay away from 1950 Sylvan Road in Atlanta. the caretaker for this defendant's mother was actually the one who called 911 when she saw this victim being pushed by the defendant. The victim is the defendant's father. They were arguing over getting his mother out of bed. She's wheelchair bound. And it riled him up, it irritated him, and he ended up pushing his father into the corner, leaving him with scratches and pain in his elbow. The victim, Mr. Johnny Gaddison, had actually just filed a TPO against him, but it hadn't been served yet. So that was this happened 2 days ago. Considering he filed for a TPO, we were not able to get in contact with him, but I'm pretty confident he would want the no further contact and the stay away. So that's our ask. The 2,500 good, no further contact, and stay away.
Johnny Gaddison is present.
Folks, I can read and I can see who's on Zoom, so please don't chime in unless you're summoned. Johnny Gaddison, if you'd like to chime in, please unmute and start your video. Is there anyone who would like to chime in and
Your Honor, I've
speak
been asking
in
Mr.
this case?
Gaddison to start his video. If he can look at his screen, I'm asking him to start his video and unmute his phone.
Okay. Anybody else who wants to chime in by starting their video and unmuting to speak for or against Derek Gaddison? All right, no one is chiming in yet. Ms. Kim, what would you like to add?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Gaddison is 50 years old, and he has been here in Georgia more than 35 years, Your Honor. He does have 4 children. 2 of them are adults, and 2 of them are minors. And Your Honor, I believe his both parents are more than 65 years old. His mother is 78 years old, wheelchair bound, struggling with a disability. His father is actually diagnosed with a dementia and Alzheimer. So his memory is not actually reliable or something that it's not, sometimes it can be very wrong. Your Honor, we asked for signature on bond. My client is actually the very one who's providing a lot of caregiving to these 2 parents. They have only brothers. They don't have any sister among the siblings. And so he is actually the very person who takes care of his parents because his twin brother passed away. So he reminds of his brother. So his parents really cherish him being there. Your Honor, we ask for signature on bond. If Your Honor is not inclined to give him a signature on bond, we ask for $1,000 surety bond. Thank you.
I don't know. Okay, there we go. Mr. Gaddison, watch your screen. You will need to unmute your screen. Ms. Young, could you please prompt him to unmute? Watch your screen. You have to unmute it. We can't hear you, sir, unless you unmute the screen. All right. The Zoom user, is that the caretaker, Miss Patrick?
I asked her to start her video too, and I'm sending Mr. Gaddison, look at your screen.
Mr. Gaddison, you got to tap the screen and press unmute.
Zoom user, please start your video, or we'll have to remove you from Zoom.
I can get removed.
Okay, remove her from Zoom. Thank you. Mr. Gaddison, if you can hear us, please raise your right hand. All right. You have to unmute the Zoom, otherwise we can't hear you. You can put your hand down. Use both hands to try to unmute. All right. On Derek Gaddison, his bond is going to be set at 1,500. It is a surety bond. No further contact with Johnny Gaddison, and to stay away from 1950 Sylvan Road in Atlanta, Georgia. Unfortunately, his parents will have to be taken care of by the caretaker, Miss Patrick, until further order of the court. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. He's allowed a one-time visit to the location unless he has a existing protective order issued against him. But of course, that case must be served upon him before the ex parte order becomes active. Next court date in this case is June 23rd. Thank you.
What's that bond amount again? I'm sorry.
1,500 surety bond, no contact and stay away.
All right, next we got number 19, Mr. Miles.
Mr. Gaddison, you would have to vacate this. Is that Mr. Gaddison? You will have to vacate. Thank you.
Second one. Second one.
Daniel Miles is accused of criminal trespass in violation of certain rules at a bus, rail, or station. Mr. Miles, you've been advised of your right. Your accusation number is 26 CR 3702H. Any priors, Ms. Howdy?
The last arrest was December 28th, 2023, out of APD for criminal trespass. There are 10 cycles total. There's a 2018 terroristic threats and acts misdemeanor, 2005 armed robbery and possession of a firearm. Nothing further to report.
What? Ms. Tucker?
Yes, Judge, we're asking for 500 good on each charge for a total of 1,000 with a stay away from MARTA in accordance with his permanent ban that just went into effect May 3rd, 2026.
Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Miles is 41 years old. Even though he was born in Louisiana, he has been here in Georgia almost all of his life. Your Honor, he has been residentially challenged for the last 4 years. He does not have any children. After graduating from high school 2002, because of the incarceration, he was not able to obtain any further professional certifications or education. At this point, he does have odd jobs through temporary work. However, he does not make a lot of money. So we ask for the lowest possible bond. Right now, there is a $1,880 security bond. He will not be able to make any bond payment. We ask for signature on bond, and he refuses to get any help from social worker. So we cannot recommend him to get a social worker for housing resources. He wants to have, he will be honoring the MARTA permanent ban. He will not go there. We ask for the lowest possible bond. Thank you.
Okay. On the criminal trespass, that's going to be 35. On these violation of rules is going to be 25. This is a $60 cash bond. To stay 200 yards away from MARTA property, including the trains, buses, the stations, and all their amenities therein. Next court date is June 23rd.
All right, next we got 27, Mr. Satter.
This is Darren Satter, accused of terroristic threats and acts from June 7th of this year, case 26 CR 3681D. Any priors, Ms. Hardy?
Their last arrest was November 20th, 2006. I'm sorry, September 20th, 2006. Out of Florida for unauthorized transmission/interference with radio stations. They have 5 cycles out of Florida, nothing further.
Ms. Malguzo?
Yes, Your Honor. So this incident is from June 7th, 2026. Mr. Satter was arrested for a different case, which is a case in Superior Court. It's an open
Oh.
case right now.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
Okay, Your Honor, for this case, the state's recommendation is a $2,000 surety bond, 1,000 per count. No further contact with, sorry, Your Honor, just one moment. Is this Satter? Is
Yes,
this position?
SATTER.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So this, yeah, so this
I
case
was
is,
I'm trying to find the go ahead, please continue.
yeah, no, so this case is about terroristic threats and acts. Sir Sutter was upset about a disagreement over damaged property. He threatened to burn the resident down several times, including in front of the police. The state did speak with the landlord, Richard Audi, and one of the roommates, Belinda Dean. There are about 10 rooms in the residence. All the residents are scared. Mr. Audi said he didn't want to escalate the situation, but after speaking with all the other people living there, they're all scared. So the state is asking for a $2,000 surety bond. No further contact with Richard Audi, Dean, Belinda Dean, James Tesh, or any other resident that lives in this location to stay away from 493 Cairo Street Northwest in Atlanta. No alcohol, drugs, or weapons while on bond. Mr. Audi did speak with the defendant, and the defendant stated that he will have someone come get his belongings today by 6 p.m. However, if nobody picks up his belongings, the state is asking for a one-time police escort so he can retrieve his belongings.
All right, thank you. Mr. Ponder, is going to be a $10,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 2. He is to stay away. He cannot return to this location, 493 Cairo Street in Northwest Atlanta. He would need a third party to go and retrieve his belongings. He's not allowed to that property, even with a police officer. He's to have no further contact with Richard Otey, O-T-E-Y, Belinda Dean, D-E-A-N, and James Tesh, T-E-S-H. He is to stay 200 yards away from these 3 individuals and not communicate with them in any way, form, or manner, including in person, phones, computers, mail, emails, and social media. Next court date will be sent to his new address. So within 30 days of being released, he must update the court with his new mailing address, which has to be at least 200 yards away from the current location at Cairo Street. If he violates these conditions, if he gets arrested again, or if he doesn't report to court, his $10,000 signature bond will be revoked and surrendered and possibly converted to either a cash bond or a surety bond. Thank you.
I'm sorry, if I could clarify, I think there was a statement made that he needed to get his belongings before 6 o'clock today. Was that what the landlord relayed to?
No,
Yeah.
I'm telling your client that he cannot return to the property.
Right.
And if there's a third party that's going to retrieve his belongings, that would be great. Is there a Mr. Orte on Zoom at the present time?
I guess the question that I'm asking is, by when can he, because I don't want them to like throw his things out, and I don't know if she was saying that the landlord said that he had until 6 before they remove the belongings. Maybe I
Miss
misunderstood.
Melguzo or victim advocate, could you please contact the alleged victims in this case and let them know that they cannot dispose of Mr. Roberts' personal property, or they could be subject to civil damages in a civil case?
Yes, and I personally spoke with Mr. Audi, and he said that the defendant told him that he will have somebody come get his stuff today by 6. But I can contact him after court and let him know.
And let him know someone will come contact. 6 o'clock is not the deadline.
Okay, all right.
Please let them know. Thank you.
That was level 1, right?
That was level 1, yes.
All
Oh,
right.
level 2, excuse me, level 2.
Okay. Then we got 28, Mr. Sinkfield. Right.
Antonio Sinkfield has one charge of criminal trespass causing damage to property and his case number is 26 CR 3686G. Mr. Singfield, you've been advised of your rights. Any priors, Ms. Hardy?
The last arrest was May 27th, 2025 out of Fayette for a probation violation. There's 20 total cycles. 2019 felony conviction for possession of cocaine and possession of a firearm. 2015 identity theft. There's FTAs from 2 from 2025 and 1 from 2020. Nothing further.
Okay. Ms. Malguza?
Yes, Your Honor. What is the position number?
28, Antonio Singfield.
Yes, Your Honor. This incident, so Mr. Singfield was inside the location. He caused the scene. He entered that home. He destroyed several things. Now there were items thrown all over the place. All over the floor. There was water all over the floor. There was a damaged dresser.
So is the person who lives there Linda Singfield?
Yes, the victim is Ms. Linda Singfield.
Yeah, let's hear from her. Linda Singfield. If you're on Zoom, this is the time to unmute and come on. Okay. And what's the bond recommendation, Ms. Malguza?
Yes, Your Honor. The recommendation is a $2,000 surety. No further contact with Ms. Singfield, also with Anteria Singfield or any other member that lives in the location. Stay away from 4473 Herschel Road. We also spoke with Anteria Singfield. She stated she's the victim's daughter. She confirmed the events in the warrant. She stated that the defendant is very rowdy. She stated that the defendant, both victims do not want the defendant to return to the location. And if we can also sound for Anteria Singfield in case she's present and wishes to be heard.
Anteria Singfield, I don't see anyone by that name. Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Clearly, this is Linda Singfield's property. So I would like to object to Ontario Singfield's testimony. Miss Linda Singfield is my client's biological mother, and they have been living together at that incident location. My client had no intention to damage any property. He was cleaning. That's why there was water. He was mopping the floor, and he tried to help out with household work. He's not the best one, but of course, his heart was in a good intention. He had a good intention to do that. After 11th grade, he has been trying to get a job. However, for the last 1 year, he has not had any employment, so he has no funds to make any kind of bond payment at this point. We asked for a signature on bond through a pretrial. If Your Honor is not inclined to give him a signature on bond, so damage that they are claiming without any receipts is $400. So we asked for $40 cash bond if Your Honor is not inclined to give him a signature on bond.
My concern about the signature bond is I just have to pull up his jailing screen and it's a string of bench warrants and FTAs, not within the last 5 years, but relatively recent enough. He has demonstrated so that's why it can't be a signature bond. Yes, Ms. Malguza?
Yes, Your Honor. We did speak with Ms. Linda Singfield. She said that she's concerned about his drug usage. She's asking that we can also, if we are able to do anything about it, so the state will ask for maybe some testing while he's on bond. And I don't know if we can ask for an alcohol drug evaluation and any recommended treatment.
Okay, thank you. Bond is going to be set at 1,000. I'll allow a 10% option. And if he wants to exercise the option, he will report to pretrial services once a month. He'll be subject to random screens for illegal drugs and for alcoholic beverages, which he's not allowed to consume. Next court date is June 23rd. to have no contact with Linda and Anterior Sinkfield and stay away from the location at 4473 Herschel Road. He's allowed a one-time visit with a police officer to retrieve his personal belongings, and within 30 days, he must update us with his new address. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, did you say 1,000 SRB pretrial level 1?
No, 1,000 surety with a 10% option.
Oh,
If he
okay.
exercises the option, is signature bond for pretrial level 1.
Okay, thank you.
34, Mr. Ware, next.
Was that 34, Joshua Ware? Mr. Ponder, is this Joshua Ware?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Joshua Daniel Ware is accused of 2 counts of forgery in the 4th degree from May 8th of this year, 26 CR 3689. He's been advised of his rights. Ms. Hardy, any priors?
Yes, their last arrest was April the 2nd, 2026, out of Fulton for reckless conduct, obstruction, discharge of a firearm. It appears to be open under 26 CR 002175D. There are 7 total cycles, arrests out of Georgia, Kentucky, and Texas. Appears to be a hold out of Houston, Texas for an FTA. The date of that warrant is February 4th, 2026. And one out of Richmond, Texas. And the date of that one is December 3rd, 2025. Nothing further.
Thank you. Ms. Melguso?
Yes, Your Honor. So yes, he does have that open case. On the day that he was arrested, officers found numerous items, including 23 checks, 53 gift cards, electronics, membership cards, all belonging to other individuals. For this specific case, the officers found 2 checks made payable to himself, one for 150, one for 190. The checks belong to Mr. 20 Terrell Johnny's. The state's recommendation is a $2,000 surety bond, 1 per charge. No further contact with Mr. Terrell Johnny's. Stay away from the victim's address. We did speak with the victim, and I believe he's present here on Zoom. He's afraid that since the defendant has his checks, his personal checks, he has his personal address. So he's worried about that. And then no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while on bond. If we can please sound for Mr. Johnny's in case he wishes to be heard.
Mr. Johnny's, if you want to chime in.
Yes, Your Honor. How are we doing today?
Doing well. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. What would you like to ask of the court?
I most definitely think he made a mistake, and I hope he's learning for this. I'm not asking that he do any jail time or anything of that matter, but I am asking that he receive some type of help, with counseling of that matter. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. So whatever the court decides, I'm at the mercy of the court as well.
Yes. So in terms of your financial, please make sure that you take all affirmative action to make sure you secure your accounts and your finances and so forth, and protect your credit report. In terms of jail time at the present, this is not a proceeding to adjudicate his guilt or innocence. This is just a preliminary stage where we try to determine whether Mr. Ware is entitled to a bond and what type. So,
Understood.
okay. Anything else?
As of right now, no.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Ponder?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Ware is 22 years of age. He has been in Georgia for the past 4 years. He doesn't have any children. There doesn't seem to be any sort of allegation of violent or any, I guess, note of there being any fear from Mr. Ware. For the reasons above, we would ask that he be granted a signature bond, and if the court is not inclined to allow signature bond, the lowest possible one, so that he could hold that bond and get back to his newly gained employment at Amazon. Was this hired, so that he could then start preparing the defense in the event that the case proceeds to a trial.
Okay. On each count is going to be 1,000. It's going to be a surety bond. He's to have no further contact with Terrell Johnnies. And when I say no further contact, it includes not only being 200 yards away from him or wherever he lives, works, is physically located, but also includes no further contact with any kind of transactional material with regards to Mr. Johnny's financial situation. He's got a pending, that is Mr. Ware has a pending felony case, 26 PI 004527. I believe he's got a $23,000 surety bond. So in order for him to secure his release, it would have to be a $25,000 with this case and the felony case together. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. Thank you. Next court date is June 23rd.
I just got 35, Mr. Williams.
Tyrone Williams is accused of violating an ordinance with regards to certain acts at a transit station and criminal trespass from June 6th of this year, 26 CR 3672D. Any priors, Ms. Hardy?
Yes, Your Honor. Their last arrest was April the 11th, 2026, out of MARTA for criminal trespass. It appears to be open under 26 CR 002350D. They have 68 total cycles, arrests out of Georgia and New Jersey. There's a 2025 criminal trespass and battery, 2018 criminal trespass, disorderly conduct.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
Thank you. Ms. Malguzzo?
Yes, Your Honor. This incident occurred at the MARTA station. Mr. Williams was drunk on MARTA. He also was issued a permanent ban from MARTA on January 15th of 2025. A lot of these cycles are related to incidents in the MARTA stations. So, Your Honor, the state is asking for a total of a $2,000 surety bond, $800 for the ordinance violation, and a $1,200 for the criminal trespass, since he already had a permanent ban, to stay away from all MARTA. And that is all for the state.
Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Williams is 51 years old, Your Honor, and has been here in Georgia for more than 10 years. And he says that he is currently residing with his auntie at different locations. The one that we have at Odyssey is his mailing address, though. He does have a stable mailing address. And after he obtaining GED at 1993 through Job Corps, he worked at staff Zoom, probably for temporary staffing. However, he is not making so much income at this point, and he does not have any income or any resources to pay for the bond. We asked for the lowest possible bond, hopefully $20 in cash, and we think $2,000 surety bond is going to be like a no bond for him. We asked for the lowest possible bond. Thank you.
Okay. In his other open case, 26 CR 2350D, he posted a $150 cash bond. He's got another case, doesn't he?
I don't think so, Your
I have
Honor.
another accusation, 26 CR 3711D. Is that another case the state was planning to accuse him?
Let me double check, Your Honor.
Ms. Young, do you see this accusation, 26 CR 003711D?
Also criminal trespass. Says he was accused. Let's see.
I'm sorry, Yana, I'm not ignoring you. My computer is moving extra slow.
No problem. This is an incident date from March 23rd, 2026.
26 CR.
Yes.
003711D. I just want to make sure there's no one other case out there. Looks like it was accused today.
Yes, it does.
It might have been a bind over case, Your Honor. Hold on one second. Let me look at his jail screen. It's probably a bind over case.
Signature bond.
Yeah.
Judicial.
Oh, he received a UJR from March
Oh,
22.
I'm sorry, SG Denise. I didn't know that you were talking to the judge.
Yes, there was an insecure judicial release
Okay, got it.
on the 5th.
All right.
Okay.
So in a prior case, 26 CR 003711D, this is from March 24th, 2026. Criminal trespass. He received a UJR on March 24th of this year. Then right after that, he came back to jail on 4/10, 2026, and he received a $150 cash bond, and he posted bond on April 14th of 2026. Now he came back again on June 4th, 2026, and he received another UJR on a criminal trespass and was released 1 day later. And 2 days later, he's back in jail on a criminal trespass at Martyr. And this is for criminal trespass at Martyr. And so there we are right now. Okay. On the ordinance violation, that's going to be a $250 cash bond. And the criminal trespass, that's going to be a $250 cash bond. His total bond is $500 cash. And we will address all pending open cases on June 23rd. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. All right, next at 36, Mr. Woodruff.
Oh, stay away from all Martyr property. I didn't include that. Thank you. I'm sorry, Deputy, who did you have next?
36, Mr. Woodruff.
Oh, Woodruff, thank you. Joseph Woodruff is accused of battery, family violence, and battery against a female who's pregnant, April 13th of this year. Case number 26 CR 3683C.
Okay.
Any priors, Ms. Hardy?
Yes, Your Honor. Their last arrest was February the 3rd, 2026, out of Fulton for an FTA. They have 12 total cycles. There is a 2022 felony conviction out of a federal agency for violent crime/drugs. And then there is a 2026 misdemeanor obstruction, 2026 possession of a firearm, and also an FTA in 2026. Nothing further.
Thank you. Ms. Melguzo, this is regarding Kiera Hill. I believe I saw that name on screen. Yeah, I do. Kiera.
Yes, Your Honor. So the other open case is against the same victim, and also Dontavius Hill. This is something that's ongoing. We spoke with the victim. The victim is fearful. Said he has harmed her physically in the past. On one occasion, he showed up at her house with a machete and hit the front door with a machete. The victim does have a TPO against him. He continues to violate it. Right now, there is a bond that was posted, was already posted for $15,000 total. The state is going to follow that recommendation, say $15 surety bond. No further contact with Kiera Hill or Dontavius Hill an MHET, and to stay away from 792 Magnolia Way. The victim did confirm that that's where she resides with her children. And if we can please sound for her in case she's present and wishes to be heard.
Miss Hill, if you could please unmute and lower your phone device so we can see you.
Okay.
You need to, all right, you need to go to a closet and put on a jacket, and then we'll let you come back on Zoom. Could you please?
I have on a jacket. I'm sorry.
Kira, ask her if I could speak on your behalf.
Miss Young, could you please switch off the video for Miss Hill and mute her screen? She needs to go get dressed.
Okay.
And switch off her video. Thank you. Dr. Brown, yes, good afternoon. May I place you under oath?
Yes.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Absolutely.
And how do you know Mr. Joseph Woodruff?
I know him indirectly through relationship and some of the complaints that Miss Kiara Hill is making, but I am connected to Miss Kiara Hill.
Is she your client?
So I'm an advocate, and so I'm an advocate for her, and so she's my client through a community-based agency, Life Rediscovery Center, but I've been working with her since age 14.
Okay. And what would you like to tell us?
Well, I'm concerned about the bond for Joseph, because it seems as he has no regards to what boundaries and what paperwork has been in place for him to stay away from her. Police has been called multiple times. And here's the thing, is that DFAC has had to get involved because of him putting his hand on her child, and them suggesting that the case being open until she moved in order to evade him. She should not have to disrupt her housing, because it was already stressful for me to assist her getting placed in housing all over again.
Dr. Brown, how many children does Mr. Woodruff share with Miss Hill?
One.
One. Is
that has not been legitimized.
Okay, understand. But the other child, D. Hill, is that?
No.
Okay. That's
that
all
was
I need.
unprovoked behavior.
Thank you, Dr. Brown. You may mute your screen. All right, Kiara Hill, you're going to see a message on your screen to start your video. Okay. Do you want to add anything else to what Dr. Brown has said?
Yeah, basically that's what what been going on. So basically, I did want to press charges because he's it's like he's giving stalking vibe that he's keep coming by and keep coming by.
How many children do you share with him?
One, but it have not been generalized yet. Like my auntie said, it have not been confirmed.
Thank you so much. You may mute your screen, please. Thank you. Ms. Kim, anything else to add?
Yes, my client is 28 years old, and after ninth grade, he said he was actually residing with his own mother at the location 136 Stratford. However, it seems like he's going to have a hard time to pay for any bond, because right now, only place that he is working is at the shelter, unpaid voluntary work for homeless people, and he works for a warehouse before this voluntary work. Your Honor, my client has no objection to stay away and no contact with alleged victim and her child. And we ask for the lowest possible bond, $1,000 surety bond for each charge, total of $4,000 surety bond. Thanks.
So, Mr. Woodruff has two open cases, and we should make note of that in the bond order. This is present one, 26 CR 003-683C. He's got another case, 26 CR 003692. I don't know what's the status of that accusation. The state may want to look into that It's 26 CR 003692. Whether there's a bond or whether there's not a bond, I do not know. State will need to look into that.
I saw that, Your Honor. It doesn't have a letter at the end yet, so I'll make sure that we check into that.
Okay. He has a failure to appear from a pending felony matter, 26 FTA 000363, and that's something he'll have to address in Superior Court. On the present bond, on each count is going to be 1,750. And somebody wants to chime in. Who wants to chime in? I don't know. Is there a Miss Woodruff? You need to start your video.
Yes, ma'am.
And start your video. All right, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge? Could you hear me, Miss
I
Woodruff?
am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Now I can.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I am Miss Woodruff. I'm Joseph Woodruff's mother. I have, like I said, great concern. Like I say, not only, like I told Miss Hill, she had to do what she has to do. Because now I'm actually having to call the police to my home as well. He has a lot of stuff he has going on. He needs to actually talk to someone. He has bust my windows house. I actually went home this evening. Another window
All
is
right. And
bust.
Miss Woodruff, when did this occur?
This has within the last week.
Okay.
I've been having to call the police back and
Please
forth.
go to the Family Violence Division. If Mr. Woodruff lives in Fulton County, go to the Family Violence Division and apply for an ex parte protective order. Okay?
Say it again.
Please go to the Family Violence Division in Superior Court of Fulton County, and you
Yes,
can
ma'am.
fill out an application for a protective order.
Okay, thank you so
All
much.
right? And most likely you can have it served at the Fulton County Jail.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. As I was saying, on count one, that's going to be 1,750. On count two, it's going to be 5,000. This is going to be a 6,750 cash bond. No further contact with Dontavius Hill, no further contact with Kiara Hill. To stay away from the Magnolia Street location, 792. In the event that Mr. Woodruff does post bond, he will be required to be on an ankle monitor for a minimum period of 12 months. Monitoring expenses will be paid by the defendant. No illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, and no weapons and no firearms. His next court date will be June 23rd to address the 2 misdemeanor cases, especially one ending in 3692, if the state can let us know what's going on. Thank you.
Your Honor, if you don't mind, can you repeat the amount of the bond? For some reason, my internet cut off.
Count one is 1,750 cash. Count two is a 5,000 cash.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Miss Woodruff, if you want him to stay away, please go to the Family Violence Division in Superior Court. Thank you.
For the record, I would like to object any testimony from Ms. Woodruff was not related to this case, Your Honor.
I don't have a restriction with regard to Miss Woodruff. She's already been directed elsewhere. Thank you.
I can say something real quick.
Your Honor, while they're having that discussion on Joshua Ware, I put a D at the end of that case to match the other case. They just forgot to assign it to a judge. So it should be D at the end of that 689.
Joshua Ware? Okay, so
it was the case on the calendar today that was not assigned to a judge. So it should have a D on it. Position 34. Yes. It's going
26 CR 3689D.
Yes.
Okay. To go with this other case.
Yes.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Excuse me, Judge, may I address one thing with Satter?
Satter. Okay, yeah, that was the Yeah, the terroristic threats. Yes, sir.
Yes, so he wanted to confirm if he could have his third party reach out to I guess, just coordinate him picking up the items.
Yes, a third party can reach out to the landlord to retrieve the belongings. Yes.
And then I think he also wanted to make sure that, that the landlord be put on notice to not throw away his computer or a laptop, because that's like,
If there are any items that Mr. Sada does not retrieve and he believes the landlord has destroyed or damaged them, then he can file a civil case for damages.
Attorney, I'm sorry, is your name Patterson?
no, I'm sorry.
Ponder.
Ponder. Oh, my apologies. I was just texting with the landlord. And he said he will wait until somebody goes pick it up. He will need some notice. So he wants to know when somebody can come pick it up. So if you can let him know as soon as possible, that'll be great.
Okay, yeah, so the only thing that he knows is that a friend named Trey is going to, I guess, reach out probably tomorrow, and then I guess coordinate whenever they can. But
Okay. We all can talk about this separately also, not on live stream
Absolutely.
too.
I don't have
Okay.
your number, but feel free to call me.
Okay, I'll reach out.
Put it in the chat. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. My apologies.
No problem. Position number 1, heirs. We have a 2,000 surety bond. Case is reset to June 23rd. Position 2, battle. That's a 3,500 signature bond. Or was that? No, that was a $5,000 split bond. Reset date is June 23rd. Position 3, Brady. That's a 3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2, and that's a 12-month duration with DVIP. Position 4, Broner, was released. Position number 5, Brown. That's a $2,000 surety bond reset to June 23rd. Position 6, Burrell.
That's a $3,000.
Did I? Oh, yeah. So with the second count, you're right. 3,000 surety bond reset date to June 23rd. Position 6, Burrell. That's a $50 cash bond. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, June 23rd. Position 7, Joy Colon, is a 3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2, 12-month duration, 12 anger awareness classes. Position 8, Cox, and that was an $8,000 surety bond, reset date to June 23rd. Position 9, Daniels, is reset to Wednesday for the C calendar. Will the prosecution please be aware of his other open cases? 26 CR 684E and 26 CR 1782E.
He's already got bonds on those cases, so we wouldn't hear them on SEA.
I'm just saying, please be aware when
Oh,
you
okay, we got it.
Okay. Position 10, Davis, is a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 2. Moving on to position 11, we have Tariq Dennis with a 2,500 cash bond. Reset date is June 23rd. 12, Lorenzo Dye, and 3,500 signature bond to pre-trial.
No, $6,000 total. 3,500 on charge 1, 15 on charge 2, count 2, I'm sorry, and 1,000 on count 3.
Okay, so 6,000 signature bond through pre-trial level 2. Thank you. 13, Jaquez Freeman, that's a 3,500 signature bond through pretrial level 2, 12-month duration. 14, Gaddison, that's a $1,500 surety bond, reset June 23rd. 15, Zayona Johnson, that's a $1,000 surety bond, reset June 23rd. 16, Roxanne Lawrence, that's a 3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2, 12-month duration. 17, Michael McCollum. What are we doing?
Waiver of appearance, Your Honor. It is
All right. And Mr. Michael Charles McCollum, we're going to waive sounding on the charge. Count 1 is PI. Count 2 is willful obstruction of an officer. Count 3 is giving false information to an officer from June 6th of this year. Accusation 26 CR 3690E. Ms. Hardy, any priors on Mr. McCollum?
Yes, the last arrest was February 8th, 2008 out of Fulton for criminal trespass. There are 12 cycles a 2005 criminal trespass, and a 2002 criminal trespass. Nothing further.
Ms. Tucker, any recommendations?
Yes, Judge. The bond's already set at 1,000 per charge by the magistrate. We just ask that they remain as set. In this incident, he was observed urinating behind the bus stop. When they asked him his name, he gave a false name. Again, when they asked him again, he just refused to give anything, so they had to take him in to fingerprint him before they could even find out who he was.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Kim?
Yes, Mr. McCollum is 53 years old and he has been residing at shelter last 4 years, residentially challenged. Your Honor, after ninth grade, he went to job corps to get GED. As of now, he has no employment and he does not have any solid income at all. Your Honor, last case was 2008, more than almost about 18 to 20 years ago. Your Honor, he was in emergency biological needs. There was no intention of embarrassing himself. He did not want to do that, but things sometimes happen, Your Honor. We ask for a signature on bond. Thank you.
On the PI charge is a $25 cash bond. And on count two, willful obstruction is $3. Giving false information is $2. That's a total of a $30 cash bond. Stay away from all martyr property. And in accordance with any active bans, and learn to use a bathroom. Position number 18, McGilberry, is a $2,000 surety bond. Reset date is June 23rd. Position 19 is a $60 cash bond. Reset date is June 23rd. Position 20, Kentarius Patterson.
He is also my client, Your Honor.
And is it a waiver or a reset?
It is waiver, Your Honor.
All
We
right.
request a case to be reset for 11 a.m. I think a PD Paul Patel will be the perfect person to represent him.
Okay. Bond is set at 1,000 surety bond. He's reset to a Thursday SAP calendar. And I think, unless somebody can correct me, it's June 23rd, a Thursday?
No,
Okay.
it'll be the 25th that he will go on a Thursday.
Okay, June 25th at 11 a.m. Stay away from incident location, no illegal drugs, alcohol, and weapons. 21, Adrian Potts, for his first case is $1,000 surety, reset June 23rd. And position 22, his second case is a $2,100 surety, reset June 23rd. Yeah, okay. 23, Mary Rains is a $10,000 signature bond through pretrial services, level 3, 12-month duration. 24, Taronda Reed, that's a $50 cash bond, June 23rd. 25, Richie is a 2,000 surety, reset to June 23rd. 26, Roberts, a 2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 27, Satter is a 10,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2. 28, Sinkfield's $1,000 surety bond with a 10% option. If the option is exercised as a signature through pretrial level 1, reset June 23rd. 29, Smith is a $1,250 surety bond, reset June 23rd. 30, Tina Taylor is a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 31, Essence Thomas, that's a reset to June 20. Oh, excuse me, a $500 surety, further notice to June 23rd. 32, Ms. Thomas's second case is $1,000 surety bond, reset June 23rd. 33, Walden is a $6,500 surety bond, reset June 23rd. 34, Joshua Ware, that's a $2,000 surety bond. Reset date June 23rd. 15, Tyrone Williams, that's a $500 cash bond. Reset date June 23rd. 36, Woodruff is a $6,750 cash bond. Reset June 23rd.
Your Honor, can
Thirty-
you give me that breakdown again? Because I thought you said 1750.
Which one?
For those who charged, I thought you said
For
1,000.
36
Yes.
is 6,750.
That's what I have. 1750 on count one and 5,000 on count two.
Oh, 5,000 on count two.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Reset date June 23rd. 37 Wyatt is a $50 cash bond, reset date June 23rd. And add-on position weeks, position 1, that's a 7,500 signature bond through level 2, 12-month duration.
Your
Any
Honor,
other? Yep.
Absent bond, the one who's going to 11 a.m., position 20.
1,000 surety bond.
Okay, I think that's all the questions I have.
All right. You can always ask me more by email. Okay, Ms. Bridgewater, I will wait on those proposed orders, and everyone else, enjoy your Monday.
Judge, I wanted to, I don't know if I'm gonna see you again. I wanted to let you know this is my last week with Fulton County.
No.
No.
Oh.
Yes, I'm going
We can
to
stop the recording, please, and
Okay.
live stream unless you want to watch us all